The Stoics, revered for their deep understanding of human nature, spent their lives mastering the art of human psychology. They believed that true wisdom came from understanding the subtle forces that govern our interactions and emotions. Among these forces, the dynamics of attraction were of particular interest. For the Stoics, attraction wasn't merely about physical appearance, but about the deeper qualities that resonate on a fundamental level, qualities that are often honed and perfected over time. In the modern world, the concept of attraction remains as relevant as ever, especially in the context of relationships between older men and younger women. Understanding these dynamics requires more than just surface-level knowledge. It demands a grasp of the qualities that make these relationships not only possible, but deeply fulfilling. This guide is designed to delve into those dynamics, exploring what makes older men particularly appealing and how they can cultivate meaningful connections with younger women. Before we dive into the chapters ahead, I encourage you to watch this video until the end. Each section builds on the last, creating a comprehensive guide that will equip you with valuable insights. If you find this episode enlightening, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your experiences and stories are invaluable, and we'd love to hear how these insights resonate with you. Now, let's embark on this journey together. Throughout history, the Stoics have been revered not just for their philosophical insights, but also for their deep understanding of human psychology. They mastered the art of reading subtle cues, understanding intentions, and discerning the truth behind actions. This wisdom is particularly valuable when it comes to understanding the desires of women. Women often communicate their interest in nuanced, nonverbal ways, and mastering the ability to read these signals can make all the difference. In this episode, we'll explore the 7 key ways to know if a woman wants to have sex with you. These are subtle signs rooted in the psychology of attraction, and understanding them requires a keen eye and a sharp mind, traits the Stoics valued highly. By the end of this video, you'll be better equipped to interpret these cues and understand her intentions. So, stay with us until the end to learn how to recognize these signs with the wisdom of the Stoics. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Your engagement is not just a way to support our channel, but it also signals your commitment to mastering the art of relationships. Now, let's dive into the first sign, her gaze. Chapter 1. Gaze. The eyes are often called the windows to the soul, and they play a crucial role in nonverbal communication. A woman's gaze can reveal a great deal about her interest in you, particularly when it comes to sexual attraction. The Stoics understood the power of observation, and in this case, it's all about noticing how she looks at you. When a woman is attracted to you, her eyes will naturally gravitate towards you. This might manifest in lingering glances, where she holds your gaze just a little longer than usual. These moments can feel electric, as if there's an unspoken understanding between the two of you. The Stoics believed that such moments of connection are meaningful and should not be overlooked. One of the key indicators that she's interested in something more intimate is when her gaze softens as she looks at you. This softening is a subconscious signal of vulnerability and openness, suggesting that she feels comfortable and safe in your presence, 2 critical factors that often precede sexual attraction. Moreover, if she's looking at your lips while you're speaking, this can be a clear sign that she's thinking about kissing you. The Stoics might argue that such a focus on the mouth reflects a deeper, more primal attraction, rooted in the desire for closeness and connection. This kind of gaze indicates that she's not just listening to your words, but is also imagining a more intimate interaction. Another telltale sign is when her eyes seem to light up when she sees you. This is not just a figure of speech. Scientifically, our pupils dilate when we see something or someone we like. If her eyes appear larger or more animated when she looks at you, this could be a physiological response indicating her attraction. However, it's important to note that context matters. A lingering gaze in a quiet, intimate setting is more telling than a similar look in a crowded, noisy environment where distractions abound. The Stoics would remind us to always consider the environment and the situation when interpreting these signals. It's also worth paying attention to how often she looks at you. If you catch her frequently glancing in your direction, especially when she thinks you're not looking, this could indicate that you're on her mind more than she lets on. The Stoics believed in the importance of subtlety and the power of what is not said but shown. In conclusion, a woman's gaze is a powerful indicator of her interest in you. By learning to read the nuances of her eye contact, you can gain valuable insights into her desires. Remember, the Stoics valued wisdom and awareness in all interactions, and mastering the art of reading a woman's gaze is a step toward understanding her intentions. Chapter 2. Touch. Touch is one of the most direct and potent ways a woman communicates her interest in you. The Stoics, who believed in the importance of human connection, would likely see touch as a profound indicator of intimacy and desire. When a woman initiates physical contact or responds positively to your touch, it's often a clear sign that she's comfortable with you and may be interested in something more. One of the first things to notice is how she responds when you touch her, even in a casual manner. If she leans into your touch, rather than pulling away, this is a strong signal that she enjoys being close to you. For example, if you brush your hand against hers and she doesn't move away, or if she playfully touches your arm during conversation, these are good signs that she's comfortable with physical closeness. On the other hand, pay attention to whether she initiates touch herself. This could be something as subtle as brushing lint off your shirt, playfully nudging you, or even resting her hand on your shoulder or arm. These small gestures often indicate that she's trying to establish a connection, testing the waters to see how you'll respond. The Stoics would advise paying careful attention to these moments, as they can reveal much about her intentions. Another important aspect is the type of touch. Is it casual and friendly, or does it linger a bit longer than necessary? A lingering touch often suggests that she's comfortable with you on a deeper level and may be open to taking things further. For instance, if she hugs you and the hug lasts a second or two longer than expected, it's likely not just a friendly gesture. Also, consider the setting. If a woman touches you more frequently in a relaxed, private setting, such as when the two of you are alone or in a quiet environment, this could be a sign that she's feeling more intimate and connected to you in that moment. The Stoics would remind us to be observant and mindful of the context in which these interactions occur. Touch can also manifest in more obvious ways, such as when a woman touches her own body in your presence. This might include playing with her hair, touching her neck, or adjusting her clothing. These self-touching behaviors can be a way of drawing attention to her body and can signal that she's thinking about physical intimacy. The Stoics, who believed in the power of self-awareness, would suggest that these actions, whether conscious or unconscious, reveal underlying desires. Finally, the frequency of touch is important. If she's finding reasons to touch you throughout your interaction, even in small ways, this cumulative effect can indicate a growing attraction. The Stoics would likely argue that repeated actions, especially those done with intention, carry significant meaning. In summary, touch is a powerful and direct way that a woman can show her interest in you. By being attuned to the nuances of physical contact and understanding the context in which it occurs, you can better interpret her intentions and respond accordingly. The Stoics valued the wisdom that comes from paying attention to the small details in life, and touch is one such detail that speaks volumes about a woman's desires. Chapter 3. Self-touch. One of the most telling signs that a woman is interested in being intimate is the way she touches herself while in your presence. This form of nonverbal communication is deeply rooted in psychology, and it can be a powerful indicator of her desires. When a woman is attracted to you and is considering taking things to the next level, you might notice her engaging in subtle self-touching gestures. These actions are often unconscious, revealing her underlying emotions and attraction. Self-touching behaviors can range from gently stroking her neck or collarbone to playing with her hair or even lightly brushing her lips with her fingers. These actions are not random. They are often done to draw attention to specific parts of her body, signaling that she is thinking about how those areas might be involved in a more intimate encounter. For example, when a woman touches her neck, she is not only highlighting a sensitive and vulnerable part of her body, but also inviting you to notice it. The Stoics, who were masters of self-control and observation, would advise paying close attention to these subtle cues. While they believed in maintaining a composed and rational demeanor, they also understood the importance of being attuned to the emotions and signals of others. In the context of attraction, noticing a woman's self-touching behavior can help you gauge her level of interest and desire. It's important to note that self-touching is often a subconscious action. A woman may not even be aware that she is doing it, which makes it an even more authentic indicator of her feelings. When she's comfortable and attracted to you, she might also touch her arms or legs, smooth down her clothes, or even play with jewelry or accessories. All of these gestures are ways of drawing attention to herself and creating a sense of intimacy. However, it's crucial to consider the context. A woman's self-touching behavior should be viewed in conjunction with other signs of attraction. For instance, if she is leaning in closer to you, maintaining eye contact, and smiling while she touches her hair, it's likely that she's interested in taking things further. On the other hand, if she seems distant or disinterested while engaging in similar gestures, it might be more of a habit or a way to comfort herself rather than a sign of sexual interest. The Stoics would also caution against making assumptions solely based on one sign. They believed in the importance of rational judgment and gathering all the facts before coming to a conclusion. In the case of interpreting self-touching behaviors, it's wise to consider the overall context of your interaction. Is she laughing at your jokes, leaning in when you speak, or finding reasons to touch you as well? If these behaviors align with her self-touching gestures, it's a strong indication that she's interested in more than just conversation. Moreover, self-touching can also serve as a way for her to communicate her desires without having to verbalize them. Many women prefer to express their interest through actions rather than words, especially in situations where they might feel vulnerable or uncertain about your feelings. By responding positively to her cues, you can create an environment where she feels safe and encouraged to explore her desires further. In summary, self-touching is a subtle yet powerful sign that a woman may be ready to take your relationship to a more intimate level. By observing these behaviors with the keen eye of a Stoic, you can better understand her intentions and respond in a way that respects her feelings and desires. Remember, the key is to be attentive, considerate, and patient, allowing the relationship to develop naturally based on mutual attraction and respect. Chapter 4: Proximity. Proximity is one of the most telling indicators of a woman's interest in you. When a woman consistently chooses to be close to you, it's a clear sign that she is comfortable and possibly desires more intimacy. The Stoics, with their deep understanding of human nature, would recognize this as an important clue in the complex dance of attraction. Physical closeness is not just about being near someone, it's about creating a connection and building a sense of intimacy. When a woman frequently finds reasons to be in your personal space, whether she's standing close to you in conversation, brushing past you, or sitting next to you when other seats are available, it's often a sign that she wants to deepen the connection. In many cases, a woman will use proximity to gauge your reaction. She might test the waters by subtly moving closer to you during a conversation or by finding excuses to touch you lightly. This could be as simple as brushing an imaginary piece of lint off your shoulder or playfully nudging you during a joke. These small gestures are her way of communicating interest without saying it outright. The Stoics understood that actions often speak louder than words. They would advise you to be observant of these subtle movements. When a woman moves into your personal space, she is not just being friendly, she is signaling that she feels safe and possibly wants more. This proximity allows for a greater exchange of nonverbal communication, such as eye contact and touch, both of which are crucial in building sexual tension. However, the context in which proximity occurs is important. If a woman is consistently close to you, even in situations where she doesn't have to be, it's a strong indication of her interest. For example, if she leans in close during a conversation, allowing your arms or legs to touch, or if she chooses to stand or sit close enough that you can feel her presence, she's likely interested in something more. Proximity also plays a role in how she positions herself in group settings. If you're in a social situation and she continually gravitates towards you, even when there are other people around, it's a clear sign that she's drawn to you. She might position herself so that she's facing you, angling her body in your direction, or finding reasons to enter your personal space. These actions are her way of signaling that she's interested in being more than just friends. The Stoics believed in the importance of mutual respect and understanding in all relationships. When a woman uses proximity to signal her interest, it's important to respond in a way that respects her boundaries while also acknowledging her signals. If you're interested in her, you can reciprocate by subtly closing the gap between you, maintaining eye contact, and finding gentle ways to touch her. On the other hand, if you're not interested, it's essential to maintain a respectful distance to avoid sending mixed signals. The Stoics would encourage clear communication and honesty in these situations. It's better to gently create some space than to lead someone on by allowing the proximity to continue without reciprocation. In conclusion, proximity is a powerful, nonverbal way that women communicate their interest. When a woman consistently moves closer to you, she's likely signaling that she wants to deepen the connection. By understanding and responding to these cues, you can navigate the situation with the wisdom and clarity of a Stoic, ensuring that your interactions are respectful, genuine, and aligned with your intentions. Chapter 5. Lingering eye contact. Lingering eye contact is another strong indicator that a woman may be interested in taking your relationship to a more intimate level. The eyes are often said to be the windows to the soul, and in the realm of attraction, they can communicate what words cannot. When a woman holds your gaze longer than usual, it's a sign that she's focused on you and possibly considering something more. The Stoics understood the importance of eye contact in communication. They believed that through the eyes, one could convey honesty, confidence, and intent. In the context of attraction, prolonged eye contact is a way for a woman to express her interest without having to say anything. It's a silent invitation, a way of letting you know that she's paying attention to you and that you're on her mind. When a woman locks eyes with you, especially during moments of silence, she's likely trying to establish a deeper connection. This type of eye contact is often accompanied by a slight smile, dilated pupils, or a softening of her expression. These are all signs that she's not just looking at you, she's seeing you and inviting you to see her in return. The Stoics would advise you to meet her gaze with calmness and confidence. By holding eye contact, you show that you're equally interested and engaged. However, it's important to be mindful of how you respond. Too intense a stare can come off as aggressive or intimidating, while too little eye contact can signal disinterest or insecurity. The key is to find a balance that feels natural and comfortable for both of you. In social settings, lingering eye contact can be even more telling. If you catch her looking at you from across the room, or if her gaze lingers on you even when others are around, it's a sign that you're the one she's focused on. She might glance away quickly if she's shy, only to look back a moment later. This back-and-forth dance of eye contact is a classic way of building tension and anticipation. Another aspect to consider is how she responds when you initiate eye contact. If she mirrors your gaze, returning it with equal intensity, it's a strong indicator of mutual attraction. On the other hand, if she looks away quickly and avoids eye contact altogether, it could mean that she's not interested or feels uncomfortable. The Stoics would encourage you to observe these nuances and respond with sensitivity. It's also important to note that prolonged eye contact often leads to a physiological response. When two people are attracted to each other, their heart rates can synchronize, and a mutual gaze can trigger the release of oxytocin, the bonding hormone. This creates a sense of closeness and connection that goes beyond words. In relationships, lingering eye contact can be a way to deepen intimacy and reinforce your connection. Whether you're in the early stages of dating or in a long-term relationship, maintaining strong eye contact during conversations, especially during vulnerable moments, can strengthen your bond. In summary, lingering eye contact is a powerful tool in the realm of attraction. When a woman holds your gaze, she's likely signaling her interest in you. By responding with confidence and attentiveness, you can build a deeper connection and move closer to understanding her desires. The Stoics would remind you that while the eyes can communicate a great deal, it's essential to remain grounded and considerate, ensuring that your actions align with your values and intentions. Chapter 6: Playful Teasing. Playful teasing is a dynamic and often misunderstood way a woman might express her interest in you. It's a complex interplay of humor, flirtation, and subtle communication that, when done right, can signal that she's comfortable with you and potentially interested in taking things to the next level. The Stoics, who valued wit and intelligence in human interactions, would recognize teasing as a form of intellectual play, an exchange that tests the waters of attraction. Teasing often emerges when a woman feels comfortable and confident around you. It's a way for her to engage with you on a more personal level, challenging you in a light-hearted manner that's meant to provoke a reaction. This could manifest as her gently mocking something you said, playfully disagreeing with you, or even giving you a hard time about something trivial. The key here is the tone. Teasing is meant to be fun, not hurtful, and it usually comes with a smile or laughter that shows she's just playing around. In the context of attraction, playful teasing serves several purposes. First, it's a way for her to express her interest without being overt. By teasing you, she's signaling that she's comfortable enough to drop her guard and be herself. This kind of banter can also create a sense of intimacy, as it involves a back-and-forth exchange that pulls you into a more personal interaction. The Stoics believed in the value of humor as a way to navigate life's challenges. They would see teasing as a way to bring lightness and joy into a relationship, while also testing the strength of the connection. When a woman teases you, she's not only showing that she's comfortable with you, but also that she's confident in her ability to keep you engaged. Teasing can also be a way for her to gauge your interest in return. How you respond to her jabs can tell her a lot about your sense of humor, your ability to take a joke, and how much you're invested in the interaction. If you can tease her back in a playful and respectful way, it often signals that you're on the same wavelength and that you enjoy this type of interaction as well. However, it's important to be mindful of the fine line between playful teasing and hurtful comments. The Stoics would advise maintaining a sense of balance and self-control in all interactions. If teasing becomes too harsh or crosses into the territory of insults, it can damage the relationship rather than strengthen it. Always pay attention to her reactions. If she seems genuinely hurt or uncomfortable, it's a sign that the teasing has gone too far. In social settings, teasing often serves as a way to create a connection in front of others. If a woman teases you in a group setting, it can be her way of drawing attention to your relationship and signaling to others that there's something special between you. This public display of affection, even in the form of teasing, can be a strong indicator of her interest. The Stoics would also encourage you to consider the broader context of the teasing. Is it consistent with other signs of attraction? Does she also make an effort to be near you, maintain eye contact, or initiate physical touch? If so, the teasing is likely part of a broader strategy to deepen the connection between you. In summary, playful teasing is a powerful and enjoyable way that a woman might show her interest in you. By engaging in this form of banter, she's expressing her comfort and attraction while also testing your compatibility. The Stoics would remind you to enjoy this playful exchange with a balanced approach, ensuring that it enhances the relationship rather than detracts from it. Chapter 7. Mirroring Behavior. Mirroring behavior is one of the most subtle yet significant signs that a woman is interested in you. It's a psychological phenomenon where a person subconsciously imitates the gestures, posture, and behaviors of someone they're attracted to. This mimicry is a way of creating rapport and establishing a deeper connection, often without even realizing it. The Stoics, who valued harmony and understanding in human relationships, would see mirroring as a natural expression of affinity and alignment. When a woman mirrors your behavior, she's essentially saying, "I'm in sync with you." This can happen in a variety of ways. She might adopt your mannerisms, mirror your body language, or even start using similar phrases and expressions. For instance, if you cross your legs, she might do the same shortly after. If you take a sip of your drink, she might reach for hers. These small, subtle actions are her way of building a connection and signaling that she feels a sense of unity with you. The Stoics would appreciate the significance of this behavior, understanding that it reflects a deeper level of engagement. Mirroring is not just about physical actions, it's also about emotional resonance. When a woman mirrors your behavior, she's often trying to align with you emotionally as well. This could mean that she's attuned to your mood, reacting in a way that complements your energy, whether it's matching your enthusiasm or sharing in your calmness. Mirroring can also extend to verbal communication. If you find that she starts using similar language or adopting phrases that you frequently use, it's a strong sign that she's paying close attention to you and wants to create a sense of similarity. This verbal mirroring helps to build a sense of camaraderie and shared understanding, making the conversation flow more naturally and comfortably. In social situations, mirroring behavior can be particularly telling. If a woman is interested in you, she might subtly mirror your interactions with others. For example, if you're engaging in light-hearted banter with friends, she might join in with similar humor. If you're more serious and reflective, she might adopt a similar tone. The Stoics would advise observing these behaviors carefully, as they can provide valuable insights into her level of interest and the nature of your connection. However, it's important to note that mirroring is usually unconscious. A woman might not even realize she's doing it, which makes it an even more genuine indicator of her feelings. The Stoics would see this as an expression of the natural alignment between two people who are drawn to each other. It's a way of saying, "We're on the same page," without needing to verbalize it. Mirroring behavior can also be a sign of comfort and trust. When a woman feels safe and secure around you, she's more likely to let down her guard and subconsciously mirror your actions. This creates a feedback loop where both of you become more attuned to each other, deepening the connection and fostering a sense of mutual understanding. In relationships, mirroring can be a powerful tool for building intimacy. By recognizing and responding to her mirroring behavior, you can reinforce the connection and create a stronger bond. The Stoics would remind you to approach this with mindfulness, ensuring that your actions are authentic and aligned with your true intentions. In conclusion, mirroring behavior is a subtle yet profound way that a woman might express her interest in you. By aligning her actions and emotions with yours, she's signaling that she feels a deep connection and wants to strengthen the bond between you. The Stoics would encourage you to observe these behaviors with a discerning eye, understanding that they reflect a natural harmony that can lead to a more meaningful and fulfilling relationship. As we've explored these 7 ways to know if a woman wants to have S-X with you, it's clear that the signals can be subtle, but they are rooted in genuine human connection and psychology. The Stoics, with their deep understanding of human nature, would encourage us to approach these signs with mindfulness and respect, ensuring that our actions align with our values and the well-being of both parties involved. Recognizing these signals is about more than just understanding attraction, It's about building a connection based on mutual respect, trust, and shared understanding. The Stoics would remind us that true intimacy goes beyond physical desire. It's about creating a meaningful bond that honors both individuals' needs and emotions. As you navigate these interactions, remember to be patient and attentive. Each woman is unique, and while these signs can be helpful, they are not definitive. The key is to communicate openly, listen actively, and approach the relationship with genuine care and consideration. Thank you for watching this episode. If you found it insightful, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment with your thoughts or experiences. Your engagement helps us continue to provide content that empowers you with the knowledge and wisdom to navigate the complexities of relationships and human psychology. Remember, the journey of understanding and connection is ongoing, and every step you take towards deeper awareness is a step towards building more meaningful and fulfilling relationships. Stay tuned for more insights and lessons inspired by the wisdom of the Stoics. The Stoics, during their long and meaningful lives, mastered the art of human behavior and psychology, particularly when it comes to interactions with the opposite sex. They understood that confidence, composure, and awareness are key when it comes to social interactions, especially in moments of interest and attraction. When a girl looks at you, it's not just a fleeting glance, it's an opportunity, a moment where the dynamic of attraction is in play. How you respond in these crucial seconds can make all the difference. In this episode, we're diving deep into the psychology of what to do when a girl looks at you. From maintaining your composure to making the right moves, each chapter will guide you through the steps to turn a simple look into a meaningful connection. So, make sure to watch the video until the end, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share your stories if you've ever experienced this. Chapter 1. Don't freak out, embrace it. When you catch a girl looking at you, it can feel like the world suddenly shrinks, leaving just the two of you in that shared glance. Your heart might race, your palms might sweat, and 1,000 thoughts could flood your mind in an instant. This reaction is completely normal. It's a blend of excitement, curiosity, and perhaps a bit of anxiety. But here's the key: don't let that initial rush of adrenaline make you lose your cool. The Stoics, with their emphasis on maintaining control and composure in every situation, offer valuable wisdom here. They teach us that in moments of heightened emotion, the first step is to breathe and steady yourself. The act of a girl looking at you is laden with meaning. It's not just a random occurrence, it's a moment of potential, a signal that you've piqued her interest in some way. Whether it's your appearance, the way you carry yourself, or even something as subtle as your energy, something about you has captured her attention. Embrace this reality. Recognize that this glance is a silent compliment, a non-verbal acknowledgement that you've made an impression. And that's a powerful thing. But the true strength lies in how you respond to it. Imagine this scenario: you're in a crowded room and you catch a girl's eye. If you immediately start to fidget, avoid eye contact, or show visible signs of nervousness, what message does that send? It tells her that you're uncomfortable, unsure, and possibly lacking in confidence. Now, contrast that with a different reaction. Instead of freaking out, you take a deep breath, maintain steady eye contact, and perhaps offer a subtle, confident smile. This response is grounded in self-assurance and control, qualities that are incredibly attractive. Women are naturally drawn to men who exude calmness and control. It's a signal that you're comfortable in your own skin, that you're someone who doesn't easily get rattled. This kind of composure is a key component of what the Stoics would call tranquility of the mind, a state where you're not easily swayed by external circumstances, but remain grounded in your own sense of self. When you embody this tranquility, you project a confidence that is magnetic. Overthinking in these moments is your worst enemy. The more you analyze why she's looking at you, what she might be thinking, or what you should do next, the more you trap yourself in a web of self-doubt. Instead, Take the Stoic approach, focus on what you can control, your reaction. The power of this approach lies in its simplicity. By staying present, by not letting your mind spiral into 100 different directions, you allow yourself to fully embrace the moment. Imagine this encounter as a dance of sorts. Her look is the first step, an invitation of sorts. Your response, composed, confident, and relaxed, is the next. If you freak out or overreact, it's like stumbling on the dance floor. But if you embrace the moment, you're telling her that you're someone who's not easily thrown off balance, someone who can match her energy with a calm, steady presence. So, when you catch her eye next time, remember the Stoics. Channel that inner calm, let your confidence shine through, and don't be afraid to embrace the moment. Smile subtly, hold the eye contact for just a bit longer than usual, and let her see that you're someone who's in control, someone who's worth knowing. This doesn't just make you more attractive in that moment, it sets the stage for a deeper connection, should the opportunity arise. The beauty of this approach is that it's not about trying too hard or putting on a show. It's about being authentically yourself, but the best version of yourself, the version that is unshaken by a simple glance. By mastering this, you're not just responding to a look, you're embracing an opportunity with confidence and grace, qualities that are timelessly appealing. In conclusion, don't freak out when a girl looks at you. Embrace it as a moment of recognition and opportunity. Maintain your composure, project confidence, and let your calmness speak volumes. This approach, rooted in Stoic wisdom, not only makes you more attractive in the moment, but also sets a powerful tone for any future interactions. Chapter 2. Take 5 seconds. Once you've managed to stay calm and composed when a girl looks at you, the next step is to allow yourself and her a moment to fully process what's happening. This might sound counterintuitive, but taking a brief pause, a mere 5 seconds, can make a world of difference. The Stoics believed in the power of deliberate action, and this short pause aligns perfectly with that philosophy. It's not about hesitation, but rather about being intentional with your response. Why 5 seconds? Because in those moments, you're giving yourself time to gather your thoughts, maintain your composure, and project the right energy. It's also giving her the chance to see how you handle that initial connection. Those few seconds can feel like an eternity, but in reality, they're just enough time to let the tension build in a way that is exciting rather than awkward. Here's how it works. After catching her eye and embracing the moment, take a slow, deep breath. Count to 5 in your head while maintaining subtle eye contact. This small pause gives you the opportunity to gauge her reaction, to see if she holds your gaze or looks away. If she continues to look at you, even if just for a few seconds longer, it's a sign that there's potential interest on her part. This pause also allows you to project a calm and confident demeanor. Rather than rushing into action or overthinking what to do next, you're giving off the impression that you're in control of the situation. This is incredibly attractive to women, as it shows that you're not desperate or overly eager, but rather you're comfortable and secure in your own presence. Taking those 5 seconds is also a way to slow down the pace of the interaction. In a world where everything seems to move at lightning speed, slowing things down can create a sense of intimacy and connection that is often missing in fleeting encounters. It shows that you're not in a hurry, that you're present in the moment, and that you're someone who values meaningful connections. Furthermore, this brief pause is a way to avoid any knee-jerk reactions that might come off as awkward or unpolished. It gives you time to plan your next move, to decide whether you want to continue the interaction or simply enjoy the moment for what it is. The Stoics believed in the power of self-control, and by taking these few seconds, you're practicing the discipline in a way that is subtle yet effective. This strategy is also about reading the room, so to speak. If she breaks eye contact or seems disinterested, those 5 seconds can help you decide whether to pursue further interaction or not. It's a way to protect your own confidence and avoid unnecessary embarrassment. On the other hand, if she smiles or gives you any indication that she's interested, you'll know that it's time to make your next move. Ultimately, this brief pause is not about playing games or trying to manipulate the situation. It's about giving both yourself and the other person the space to let the moment unfold naturally. By taking these 5 seconds, you're showing that you're someone who is thoughtful, deliberate, and in control. These are qualities that women find incredibly appealing, and they can set the tone for a positive interaction moving forward. In conclusion, when you catch a girl's eye, take a moment, 5 seconds, to be exact. Use this time to gather your thoughts, project confidence, and allow the interaction to develop naturally. This small pause can make a significant difference in how you're perceived and can help set the stage for a deeper connection. By embracing this Stoic approach to deliberate action, you're not just reacting to a moment, you're taking control of it in a way that is both attractive and empowering. Chapter 3. Show off your forearms. Once you've taken a few seconds to assess the situation and maintain your composure, it's time to subtly amplify your attractiveness. One of the most underrated yet powerful ways to do this is by showcasing your forearms. It might sound simplistic, but there's a psychological and evolutionary basis for why women find forearms, especially strong, defined ones, so appealing. The Stoics, though not concerned with physical vanity, understood the importance of presence and appearance in the way others perceive us. Showing off your forearms isn't about vanity, it's about demonstrating strength, competence, and readiness. Historically, exposed forearms were associated with physical work, protection, and the ability to handle tasks with precision and care, traits that are subconsciously attractive to many women. In today's context, the sight of muscular, well-defined forearms can still evoke a sense of strength and capability. When you subtly display your forearms, whether by rolling up your sleeves or casually resting your arms in a way that highlights them, you're sending a non-verbal cue of physical fitness and readiness. This isn't just about aesthetics, it's about signaling that you're someone who can handle challenges, someone who is not afraid of hard work, and someone who is reliable and strong. The key to showing off your forearms is subtlety. It's not about flexing or making it obvious, it's about creating a natural opportunity to showcase this feature without drawing unnecessary attention to it. For example, if you're in a casual setting, rolling up your sleeves can be both practical and attractive. If you're holding a drink or adjusting something, positioning your arms in a way that highlights their strength can make a significant impact. Women are often drawn to these subtle displays of masculinity because they evoke feelings of safety and attraction. The sight of strong forearms suggests that you're someone who can provide protection and support, which can be incredibly alluring. Moreover, these displays are often perceived as more genuine than overt attempts to showcase other physical attributes. They're less about showing off and more about simply being strong, capable, and confident. This tactic also ties into the Stoic principle of natural action. The Stoics believed that one should live in harmony with nature, acting in ways that are authentic and unforced. By naturally displaying your forearms in appropriate situations, you're aligning with this principle. You're not forcing anything, you're simply allowing your physical presence to speak for itself. In addition, showcasing your forearms can also convey a sense of approachability. Unlike more aggressive displays of strength, such as flexing muscles or standing in a dominant posture, showing your forearms is a more subtle, less intimidating way to display your physical attributes. It's a balance of strength and gentleness, which can make you more attractive and approachable. There's also an element of confidence in this action. By subtly highlighting your forearms, you're showing that you're comfortable in your own skin and that you're aware of your strengths without feeling the need to boast about them. This quiet confidence is something that women find highly appealing. It suggests that you're secure in yourself and that you don't need to rely on flashy displays to make an impression. In conclusion, when a girl looks at you, one effective way to subtly enhance your attractiveness is by showing off your forearms. This isn't about vanity or showing off, it's about naturally highlighting a physical trait that signals strength, capability, and reliability. By doing so in a way that is subtle and natural, you're not only making yourself more attractive, but also conveying a sense of confidence and self-assurance that is deeply appealing. Chapter 4. Read the room. As you progress through these interactions, it's important to always stay aware of the social dynamics around you. This concept, often referred to as reading the room, is about understanding the unspoken cues and signals that people give off in social settings. The Stoics were masters of observation, always paying attention to the world around them in a calm and measured way. Similarly, when you're engaging with a girl who's shown interest in you, it's crucial to be aware of the environment and the broader context. Reading the room involves noticing not just how she's reacting to you, but also how others are interacting around you. For example, if you're at a party or a social gathering, observe how she's engaging with others. Is she making a lot of eye contact with you, but not much with others? Does she seem more animated when you're nearby? These are positive signs that she's interested in you. However, it's equally important to recognize when the moment isn't right to pursue further interaction. If she seems distracted, if her friends are pulling her away, or if she's giving you short, polite responses, it might be a signal that she's not interested in engaging further at that time. The Stoics would advise not to force any interaction, instead, go with the flow and respect the natural rhythm of the social setting. Another key aspect of reading the room is being aware of your own behavior. Are you dominating the conversation, or are you allowing space for her to speak and express herself? Are you being too forward, or are you giving her the opportunity to take the lead in the interaction? Balancing your assertiveness with respect for her boundaries is crucial. Reading the room also means understanding the social cues that might indicate how she's feeling. Is she comfortable, or does she seem a bit uneasy? If you notice that she's fidgeting, looking away frequently, or checking her phone, it might be a sign that she's not fully engaged in the interaction. On the other hand, if she's leaning in, making consistent eye contact, and engaging with you actively, these are strong indicators that she's interested and comfortable. In addition to reading her cues, it's important to consider the context of the setting. If you're in a loud, crowded place, she might be less likely to engage in a deep conversation, even if she's interested. In such a scenario, suggesting to move to a quieter area might be a good move. On the other hand, if you're in a more intimate setting, like a quiet bar or a small gathering, you might have more opportunities to connect on a deeper level. By being attuned to the environment and the social dynamics at play, you can make more informed decisions about how to proceed. The Stoics believed in acting with wisdom and discernment, and reading the room is a perfect example of applying those principles in a modern social context. Ultimately, reading the room is about being present and aware, not just of her reactions, but of the overall social atmosphere. By doing so, you're not only making sure that you're engaging with her in a way that's comfortable and respectful, but you're also increasing your chances of a positive outcome. It's about being adaptable and responsive, qualities that are attractive in any social interaction. In conclusion, after you've embraced the moment, taken your pause, and subtly showcased your physical presence, the next step is to read the room. Be aware of the social dynamics, her reactions, and the context in which you're interacting. This will help you navigate the situation with confidence and poise, making you not just more attractive, but also more attuned and respectful in your interactions. Chapter 5. Mirror her movements. After successfully navigating the initial stages of interaction, one powerful technique to further build rapport and connection is to subtly mirror her movements. This psychological tactic, known as mirroring, is based on the idea that people naturally gravitate towards others who are similar to them. When done correctly, it can create a sense of familiarity and comfort, making her feel more connected to you. The Stoics valued harmony and alignment with the natural order, and mirroring can be seen as a way of aligning yourself with another person's rhythm and energy. It's about creating a subtle, non-verbal connection that makes the other person feel understood and in sync with you. Mirroring her movements doesn't mean copying her every action like a mime. It's about reflecting her body language in a subtle and natural way. If she leans in, you might lean in slightly as well. If she takes a sip of her drink, you could do the same shortly after. The key is to keep it subtle and not make it obvious that you're mirroring her. This technique works because it taps into the human brain's tendency to recognize and respond positively to familiarity. When you mirror someone's movements, you're subconsciously signaling that you're on the same wavelength, that you understand her, and that you're in tune with her energy. This can make her feel more at ease and more inclined to open up to you. Another aspect of mirroring is matching her tone of voice and energy level. If she's speaking softly and calmly, you might lower your voice slightly to match hers. If she's animated and enthusiastic, you can increase your energy level to mirror hers. This creates a sense of rapport and makes the conversation flow more naturally. Mirroring can also help in building trust. When someone feels that you're in sync with them, they're more likely to feel comfortable around you and trust you more. This is because mirroring is a non-verbal way of showing empathy and understanding, which are key components of building trust in any relationship. It's important to note that mirroring should be done naturally and without overthinking it. If you're too focused on trying to mirror her every move, it can come off as forced and insincere. Instead, focus on being present in the moment and let the mirroring happen naturally as you respond to her cues. In addition to physical mirroring, you can also mirror her words and phrases. For example, if she uses a particular word or phrase frequently, you might use it as well in your responses. This can create a sense of shared language and further enhance the feeling of connection. However, it's important to maintain your own identity and not lose yourself in the process of mirroring. The Stoics believed in being true to oneself, and while mirroring is a powerful tool for building rapport, it should not be done at the expense of your own authenticity. The goal is to create a connection while still being true to who you are. In conclusion, after you've embraced the initial eye contact, taken a pause, showcased your forearms, and read the room, the next step is to subtly mirror her movements. This powerful technique can help you build rapport, create a sense of familiarity, and deepen your connection with her. By doing so in a way that is natural and authentic, you're not only making her feel more comfortable and connected to you, but also demonstrating that you're someone who is in tune with her energy and presence. Chapter 6. Create a playful interaction. Once you've established rapport by mirroring her movements, it's time to introduce a bit of playfulness into the interaction. This chapter focuses on creating a light-hearted, fun atmosphere that allows both of you to relax and enjoy each other's company. The Stoics recognized the importance of balance in life, and in social interactions, balancing seriousness with playfulness can make a significant difference. Creating a playful interaction is about adding a touch of humor, teasing, or light banter into the conversation. It shows that you're confident enough to joke around and that you don't take yourself too seriously. Women often find men who can make them laugh more attractive because it signals confidence, social intelligence, and the ability to make them feel good. To start, you can gently tease her about something she said or did in a way that's obviously not meant to offend. For example, if she mentions that she loves a particular type of music, you could playfully challenge her taste by saying, "Really? I would have pegged you as more of a classical music fan." The key is to keep the tone light and avoid anything that could be interpreted as mean-spirited. Another way to inject playfulness is through a bit of friendly competition. If you're both into a particular hobby or activity, you could challenge her in a fun way. For instance, if she's into sports, you might say, "I bet I could beat you at sport, but I'll go easy on you." This type of banter creates a playful dynamic that can make the interaction more engaging. Body language also plays a crucial role in creating a playful interaction. Smiling, maintaining good eye contact, and using expressive gestures can all help convey a fun and lively energy. Just be mindful of her reactions. If she's responding positively, keep going, but if she seems uncomfortable or uninterested, dial it back. Storytelling is another tool to add playfulness to the conversation. Share a funny or amusing story from your life, something that's self-deprecating or highlights a humorous situation. This not only entertains, but also makes you more relatable. People are drawn to those who can laugh at themselves and share moments of vulnerability. It's important to note that playfulness should never cross the line into disrespect or insensitivity. The Stoics believed in treating others with dignity and respect, and this principle should guide your interactions. Always be aware of her boundaries and be quick to back off if she seems uncomfortable with the playful tone. Finally, remember that the goal of creating a playful interaction is to build a connection through shared laughter and lightheartedness. It's not about trying too hard to be funny or impress her, but rather about being genuine and enjoying the moment together. When done correctly, playfulness can deepen the rapport you've established and set the stage for a more meaningful connection. In conclusion, after you've mirrored her movements and built initial rapport, Chapter 6 is all about introducing a playful element to your interaction. By teasing, joking, and sharing light-hearted moments, you're showing her that you're confident, fun to be around, and capable of creating a positive and enjoyable atmosphere. Just like the Stoics balance their serious philosophy with moments of joy, you too can balance your interaction with the right amount of playfulness. Chapter 7. Go talk to her. Now that you've successfully navigated through the initial stages of attraction, it's time for the most crucial step, actually going up to her and starting a conversation. All the previous steps have been building up to this moment. The Stoics would argue that true courage is not the absence of fear, but the ability to act in spite of it. This chapter is all about taking that bold step forward with confidence and purpose. By now, you've made eye contact, taken a moment to compose yourself, subtly showcased your physical presence, read the room, and even mirrored her movements. These actions have all served to create a foundation of attraction and rapport. But none of it matters if you don't take the initiative to bridge the gap and start a conversation. Approaching a woman who has shown interest in you doesn't have to be a nerve-wracking experience. In fact, with the groundwork you've laid, it should feel like a natural progression. The key is to approach with confidence, but not arrogance. Remember, you're not just approaching her to impress her, you're engaging in a mutual interaction where both of you are on equal footing. Start by walking up to her with a relaxed posture. Your body language should convey openness and approachability. Keep your shoulders back, your head up, and a slight smile on your face. When you get close enough, make eye contact again, this time accompanied by a friendly greeting. A simple "Hi, I noticed you from across the room and wanted to say hello" can go a long way. The Stoics believed in speaking clearly and with intention. When you approach her, your tone should be calm and confident. Speak in a way that shows you're genuinely interested in getting to know her, not just in impressing her. Your goal is to create a comfortable and engaging conversation where both of you feel at ease. One effective way to break the ice is to comment on something in the environment or a shared experience. For example, if you're at a social gathering, you could say, "This place has a great vibe, doesn't it?" Or, "I couldn't help but notice you were enjoying the music too." These types of comments are neutral, non-threatening, and provide an easy way to start a conversation. As the conversation progresses, be sure to listen actively. Ask open-ended questions that encourage her to share more about herself. Show genuine interest in her responses, and don't be afraid to share a bit about yourself as well. The Stoics valued dialogue and the exchange of ideas, so think of this conversation as an opportunity to connect on a deeper level, rather than just small talk. It's important to remain present during the conversation. Avoid distractions, such as checking your phone or looking around the room. Your focus should be on her and the interaction at hand. This not only shows respect but also increases the chances of building a meaningful connection. If the conversation is going well and you sense that there's a mutual interest, don't hesitate to suggest continuing the conversation in a different setting. For example, you could say, "I'm really enjoying talking with you. How about we grab a coffee sometime?" This shows that you're interested in getting to know her better and are confident enough to suggest a follow-up meeting. However, if she doesn't seem interested or gives you signals that she's not in the mood to talk, it's important to gracefully accept it and move on. The Stoics believed in accepting things that are beyond our control, and in this case, her reaction is something you cannot force. Politely end the conversation with a smile and move on, knowing that you took the initiative with confidence. In conclusion, after you've laid the groundwork with subtle signals and built rapport, the final step is to go up and talk to her. This requires confidence, courage, and the ability to engage in a meaningful conversation. By approaching her with the right mindset and attitude, you're not only making the most of the opportunity, but also demonstrating the qualities that the Stoics revered: confidence, clarity, and the ability to act with purpose. In this episode, we've learned how to handle the moment when a girl looks at you with confidence and composure, just as the Stoics would advise. By not freaking out, taking a few seconds to collect yourself, and responding with subtle cues or direct action, you can turn a simple glance into a meaningful interaction. Remember, attraction is about how you carry yourself in the moment. The next time you catch her eye, embrace it with calm confidence, take the initiative, and create a connection. If you found this episode helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your own stories in the comments. Thanks for watching, and keep practicing these principles to make every moment count. The Stoics, throughout their long and meaningful lives, mastered the intricacies of human nature, including the complex psychology of women. They understood the nuances of attraction, desire, and the underlying forces that draw individuals together. In today's world, one of the most intriguing dynamics is the attraction younger women often feel toward older men. This phenomenon, which transcends time and culture, can be traced back to certain fundamental traits that older men tend to exhibit, traits that resonate deeply with the feminine psyche. In this episode, we'll explore the reasons behind this attraction, delving into the characteristics that make older men appealing to younger women. We'll uncover the psychological underpinnings of this connection, grounded in the teachings of the Stoics, and reveal why age often brings with it a magnetic allure. Make sure to watch the video until the end, and if you find value in this content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And if you have your own story to share, we'd love to hear it, so don't hesitate to leave a comment below. Chapter 1: Confidence and Assertiveness. Older men are often perceived as more confident and assertive, qualities that can be incredibly appealing to younger women. Confidence, as understood by the Stoics, is not merely about outward bravado, it's about a deep inner calm that comes from knowing oneself and one's place in the world. This self-assuredness is something that older men typically develop over time, through life experiences that have tested their resolve and strengthened their character. Younger women, who may still be navigating the uncertainties of early adulthood, often find this confidence reassuring. It's a beacon of stability in a world that can sometimes feel chaotic and unpredictable. An older man who knows what he wants and isn't afraid to go after it exudes an aura of reliability, a trait that younger women may find particularly attractive as they seek a partner who can provide guidance and support. Assertiveness, too, plays a crucial role. An older man who can assert his opinions and desires without being overbearing demonstrates a balance of strength and respect. This balance is key to healthy relationships, as it ensures that both partners feel valued and heard. Younger women, who might still be developing their own voices, often appreciate the decisiveness and clarity that comes with an older partner's assertiveness. The allure of confidence and assertiveness in older men often stems from their ability to maintain composure in difficult situations. Life's challenges, be it in careers, relationships, or personal struggles, have likely been faced and overcome, instilling in these men a calm resilience that younger women might find magnetic. This calmness is not just about facing adversity, but about doing so with a sense of purpose and direction. It's this steady hand, so to speak, that offers younger women the emotional stability they might crave as they navigate their own paths. Confidence in an older man often translates into a reassuring presence. Younger women may feel drawn to someone who can take the lead when necessary, make decisions with conviction, and offer advice based on years of experience. This guidance is not about control, but about partnership, where the younger woman can learn, grow, and feel supported in her journey. The Stoic philosophy emphasizes this kind of leadership, where decisions are made not out of impulse, but through careful consideration and wisdom. Assertiveness in an older man is equally compelling. It's about knowing when to stand firm and when to compromise, creating a dynamic in the relationship where both partners feel respected. This assertiveness is often mistaken for dominance, but in reality, it's about clear communication and a strong sense of self. For younger women, this can be a refreshing change from the uncertainty or indecisiveness they may encounter in relationships with peers. The ability of an older man to assert his needs and desires without diminishing his partner's autonomy creates a balanced and harmonious relationship. In relationships, confidence and assertiveness also translate into a sense of protection and security. A younger woman might feel more secure with an older man who can navigate life's challenges with grace and poise, making decisions that are thoughtful and well considered. This sense of security is not just about physical protection, it's about emotional safety as well, knowing that one's partner has the experience and wisdom to handle whatever comes their way. Furthermore, older men who exude confidence and assertiveness are often more in tune with their emotions and the emotions of others. They've had the time and experiences necessary to understand the complexities of human interaction, which allows them to approach relationships with empathy and understanding. This emotional intelligence is a key component of the confidence they project, knowing when to push forward and when to step back, when to speak and when to listen. This emotional depth, combined with their assertiveness, often creates an environment where a younger woman feels truly seen and heard. It's not just about being in charge or making decisions, it's about creating a space where both partners can thrive, grow, and support each other. The confidence of an older man reassures her that the relationship is built on solid ground, while his assertiveness ensures that her needs and desires are met with equal consideration. Ultimately, the confidence and assertiveness that older men exude are not just attractive traits, they are foundational to building a relationship that is rooted in mutual respect, trust, and admiration. This is why younger women often find themselves drawn to older men, as these qualities resonate deeply with their desire for a partner who can lead with strength and sensitivity. It's a connection that goes beyond the superficial, tapping into a deeper, more meaningful bond that offers both security and excitement. Chapter 2: Perceived Masculinity. Older men are often viewed as more masculine, a quality that can be highly attractive to younger women. This perception of masculinity is not merely about physical strength or appearance, it's about the traits and behaviors that signal stability, decisiveness, and a sense of purpose. The Stoics, known for their emphasis on virtue and character, understood that true masculinity comes from a man's ability to face life's challenges with courage and composure, and this understanding is deeply embedded in the way older men carry themselves. Masculinity, as perceived in older men, is often tied to their ability to remain steady in the face of adversity. Life has likely thrown numerous challenges their way, from career setbacks to personal losses, and through these experiences, they have honed their ability to stay grounded. This steadiness is a form of strength that goes beyond mere physical prowess. It's about emotional resilience and the ability to provide support and guidance to those around them. For younger women, this form of masculinity can be incredibly appealing. It represents a safe harbor in a world that can often feel overwhelming and uncertain. The decisiveness and stability that older men exude are qualities that younger women might find lacking in their peers, who are still figuring out their own paths. The ability of an older man to take charge when necessary, to make decisions with confidence, and to stand firm in his beliefs, offers a sense of security that is deeply attractive. In many ways, the perceived masculinity of older men is also linked to their understanding of their roles in relationships and society. They are more likely to have a clear sense of who they are and what they want, which allows them to interact with others from a place of confidence and authority. This is not about dominance or control, but about a mature understanding of how to navigate the complexities of life and relationships. For younger women, this can be a refreshing change from the uncertainty and indecision they may encounter in relationships with younger men. Moreover, this perception of masculinity is often tied to the idea of being a provider and protector. Older men are often seen as more capable of offering financial stability, emotional support, and life guidance, qualities that can be very appealing to younger women who are looking for a partner who can offer a sense of security. This is not to suggest that women are solely looking for someone to take care of them, but rather that they appreciate the reassurance that comes from being with someone who is self-sufficient and reliable. The Stoics believed that true masculinity was about more than just external displays of strength. It was about embodying virtues like wisdom, courage, and justice. These qualities are often more developed in older men, who have had the time and experiences necessary to cultivate them. This deeper understanding of masculinity is what makes older men so attractive to younger women. They are not just strong in the physical sense, but strong in character as well. Another aspect of perceived masculinity in older men is their ability to remain calm under pressure. Younger women may be drawn to the way an older man handles stressful situations with a level-headed approach, something that is often developed over years of facing and overcoming challenges. This calmness is not only reassuring, but also sets the tone for a relationship that is built on stability and mutual respect. It's a quality that younger women might find lacking in their peers, who may still be learning how to navigate life's ups and downs. In relationships, this sense of masculinity also translates into a dynamic where both partners feel supported and valued. An older man's ability to provide emotional and practical support creates a foundation of trust, allowing the relationship to flourish. This is not about one partner dominating the other, but about creating a partnership where both individuals feel secure and appreciated. Ultimately, the perceived masculinity of older men is a powerful draw for younger women. It represents a combination of strength, stability, and wisdom that is hard to find in younger men who are still finding their way in the world. For younger women, being with an older man who embodies these qualities offers a sense of safety and assurance, making them feel cherished and protected. It's a connection that goes beyond physical attraction, tapping into a deeper desire for a partner who can offer both strength and sensitivity. Chapter 3: Life Experience and Maturity. Life experience and maturity are two qualities that often come hand in hand with age, and they are highly attractive to younger women. Older men, having lived through a variety of experiences, tend to have a more developed sense of self, a clearer understanding of the world, and a more balanced perspective on life. This maturity is not just about age, it's about the lessons learned through years of navigating the complexities of relationships, careers, and personal growth. Younger women, who are still in the early stages of their own life journeys, may find this maturity particularly appealing. It offers a sense of stability and wisdom that can be both comforting and inspiring. An older man who has been through life's ups and downs, who has faced challenges and overcome them, is often seen as a reliable partner who can provide guidance and support. This maturity is not just about being older, it's about being wise and understanding the nuances of life in a way that younger men may not yet fully grasp. One of the key aspects of maturity is emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage one's own emotions, as well as the emotions of others. Older men are often more emotionally stable, having learned how to navigate their feelings and respond to the emotions of others with empathy and understanding. This emotional maturity is a trait that younger women often find lacking in their peers, who may still be learning how to manage their own emotions. Being with someone who is emotionally mature creates a sense of security and trust in the relationship, allowing both partners to communicate openly and honestly. Life experience also brings with it a sense of perspective. Older men, having seen more of the world, tend to have a broader view of life and a deeper understanding of what truly matters. They are less likely to be swayed by trivial concerns and more focused on the bigger picture. For younger women, this perspective can be incredibly valuable, offering them insights and advice that help them navigate their own paths. This guidance is not about telling them what to do, but about sharing wisdom gained from years of experience, allowing the younger partner to grow and learn in a supportive environment. Another aspect of life experience is the ability to handle challenges with grace and resilience. Older men, having faced various obstacles in their lives, are often more adept at managing stress and uncertainty. They have developed coping mechanisms and strategies that allow them to remain calm and composed in the face of adversity. This resilience is a trait that younger women may find particularly attractive, as it suggests that their partner is capable of handling whatever life throws their way. Maturity in older men also often translates into a more thoughtful and deliberate approach to relationships. They are more likely to take the time to understand their partner's needs and desires, to communicate openly, and to work through conflicts with patience and understanding. This level of maturity is something that younger women may find lacking in their peers, who are still learning how to navigate the complexities of romantic relationships. An older man's ability to approach relationships with a sense of purpose and commitment is a quality that can be deeply appealing, creating a foundation for a lasting and meaningful connection. The Stoics valued wisdom and maturity as essential components of a virtuous life. They believed that true wisdom comes from experience, and that maturity is about more than just age. It's about the ability to learn from life's challenges and grow as a result. This perspective is what makes older men so attractive to younger women. They are seen not just as older, but as wiser, more understanding, and more capable of offering the guidance and support that is so often sought in a partner. Ultimately, life experience and maturity are qualities that create a sense of stability and trust in a relationship. Younger women are often drawn to older men because they offer a level of understanding and support that is difficult to find in younger partners. It's not just about age, it's about the wisdom and maturity that comes from having lived a full and varied life. This connection goes beyond the superficial, tapping into a deeper desire for a partner who can offer both emotional stability and intellectual stimulation. Chapter 4: Fantasy and Idealization. Fantasy and idealization play significant roles in the attraction that younger women may feel towards older men. These men often embody certain ideals or fantasies that younger women find appealing, whether it's the image of a successful, sophisticated individual or the allure of authority and experience. The Stoics, who understood the power of the mind and imagination, would recognize that these fantasies are not just about the men themselves, but about what they represent to the women who are drawn to them. For many younger women, older men symbolize a life that is more established and secure. They may represent success in a career, financial stability, or a level of sophistication that younger men have not yet attained. This idealization is not just about material wealth or status. It's about the qualities that these achievements represent: discipline, ambition, and the ability to navigate life's challenges with grace. Younger women might be attracted to the idea of being with someone who has already made it, someone who can offer them a glimpse into a world of success and stability that they aspire to. In many ways, this idealization is tied to the fantasy of a life that is more certain and predictable. Younger women, who may still be figuring out their own paths, might be drawn to the idea of being with someone who has already established themselves. This fantasy is not about being taken care of, but about being part of a life that is secure and stable, where the uncertainties of youth are less of a concern. The older man, in this fantasy, represents a sense of safety and reliability that is deeply attractive. Another aspect of fantasy and idealization is the allure of sophistication and experience. Older men are often seen as more cultured and worldly, having had the time and opportunities to travel, explore different interests, and develop a refined taste in things like art, music, and literature. For younger women, this sophistication can be incredibly appealing, offering them a chance to learn and grow in ways that they might not have experienced on their own. The fantasy of being with someone who can introduce them to new ideas and experiences is a powerful draw, tapping into a desire for growth and exploration. However, it's important to recognize that fantasy and idealization can also create challenges in relationships. The idealized image of an older man may not always match the reality, and younger women may find themselves disillusioned if their partner does not live up to the expectations they have created in their minds. The Stoics would remind us that idealization is often a projection of our own desires and insecurities, and that true contentment comes from accepting people for who they are, rather than who we imagine them to be. In relationships, the fantasy of being with an older man can also be tied to the idea of being with someone who is more mature and capable of providing guidance and support. This fantasy is not just about the man himself, but about what he represents, the possibility of a relationship that is stable, nurturing, and grounded in mutual respect. For younger women, this idealization can be a way of seeking out the qualities they desire in a partner, even if those qualities are not always fully realized in the relationship. The Stoics understood the power of the mind in shaping our perceptions and desires. They would remind us that while fantasy and idealization can be powerful motivators, they can also lead to disappointment if not tempered by a realistic understanding of the world. The key is to find a balance between the ideals we aspire to and the reality of the people and relationships we encounter. By doing so, we can build relationships that are based on mutual understanding and respect, rather than on unrealistic expectations. Ultimately, fantasy and idealization are natural parts of attraction, but they must be balanced with a realistic understanding of who the other person is. Younger women may be drawn to older men because they represent certain ideals or fantasies, but it's important to remember that these men are real people with their own flaws and complexities. By recognizing this, younger women can build relationships that are not just based on fantasy, but on a deep and meaningful connection that goes beyond the superficial. Chapter 5: Emotional Security. Emotional security is one of the most significant factors that attract younger women to older men. The Stoics believed that true security comes from within, but they also understood the importance of having supportive relationships that provide a sense of stability and comfort. Older men, who have typically had more time to develop emotional intelligence and stability, are often seen as better equipped to offer the kind of emotional security that younger women crave. For many younger women, emotional security in a relationship means being with someone who can provide consistent support, understanding, and reassurance. Older men, who have likely experienced a range of relationships and emotional challenges, tend to be more emotionally stable and capable of handling the ups and downs of life. This stability is incredibly appealing to younger women who may still be navigating their own emotional landscapes and seeking a partner who can offer them a sense of calm and consistency. One of the key aspects of emotional security is the ability to communicate effectively and honestly. Older men, having had more experience in relationships, are often better at expressing their feelings and understanding the emotions of their partners. This communication creates a foundation of trust in the relationship, allowing both partners to feel safe and secure in sharing their thoughts and feelings. For younger women, this level of open and honest communication is a crucial component of emotional security, as it ensures that they feel heard and valued in the relationship. Another important aspect of emotional security is the ability to provide support during difficult times. Older men, who have likely faced their own share of challenges, are often more capable of offering the kind of support that is needed during tough times. Whether it's offering advice, lending a listening ear, or simply being there for their partner, older men are often seen as more reliable and dependable in providing the emotional support that younger women need. This sense of reliability is a key component of emotional security, as it reassures younger women that their partner will be there for them when they need it most. The Stoics believed that true emotional security comes from understanding and accepting the impermanence of life. They taught that by cultivating inner resilience and focusing on what we can control, we can develop a sense of security that is not dependent on external circumstances. This philosophy is often reflected in the way older men approach relationships. They are more likely to have developed a sense of inner peace and contentment, which allows them to offer a stable and secure presence in their relationships. For younger women, being with an older man who embodies this sense of emotional security can be incredibly comforting. It provides them with a partner who is not only emotionally stable, but also capable of helping them navigate their own emotional challenges. This support is not about solving their problems for them, but about providing a safe and understanding environment where they can work through their feelings and grow as individuals. Emotional security also involves creating a relationship dynamic where both partners feel valued and respected. Older men, who have likely learned from past relationships, are often more attuned to the needs of their partners and more willing to put in the effort to create a supportive and nurturing environment. This effort is a key component of emotional security, as it ensures that both partners feel equally invested in the relationship and committed to its success. In relationships, emotional security allows for a deeper level of connection and intimacy. When both partners feel secure in the relationship, they are more likely to open up to each other, share their vulnerabilities, and build a strong emotional bond. For younger women, this level of emotional intimacy is a crucial component of a fulfilling relationship, and it's something that they may find more readily with an older man who has the maturity and experience to offer it. Ultimately, emotional security is about creating a relationship where both partners feel safe, supported, and valued. Younger women are often drawn to older men because they offer a level of emotional stability and security that is difficult to find in younger partners. This security is not just about being there for each other during the good times, but about being able to weather the storms together and come out stronger on the other side. It's a connection that goes beyond physical attraction, tapping into a deeper desire for a relationship that is built on trust, understanding, and mutual respect. Chapter 6: Leadership and Initiative. Leadership and initiative are qualities that often draw younger women to older men. The Stoics valued strength of character and the ability to lead oneself and others with wisdom and integrity. Older men, having had more time to cultivate these qualities, are often seen as natural leaders, both in their personal lives and in relationships. This ability to take charge, make decisions, and guide a relationship in a positive direction is incredibly appealing to younger women who may be looking for a partner who can offer direction and stability. Leadership in a relationship isn't just about making decisions, it's about doing so with the well-being of both partners in mind. Older men, who have typically gained wisdom and perspective through life experiences, are often more adept at considering the needs and desires of their partner when making decisions. This thoughtful approach to leadership creates a sense of trust and security in the relationship, as younger women feel confident that their partner is looking out for their best interests. Initiative, on the other hand, is about the willingness to take action, especially in situations where clarity or direction is needed. For younger women, an older man's ability to take the lead and make things happen can be incredibly attractive. This initiative could manifest in various ways, whether it's planning a future together, making important life decisions, or simply being proactive in nurturing the relationship. The Stoics would see this as a form of practical wisdom, or phronesis, the ability to make the right decisions at the right time, guided by reason and virtue. Another aspect of leadership and initiative that appeals to younger women is the ability to handle challenges and crises effectively. Older men, who have likely navigated a range of life's ups and downs, often possess a calm and composed demeanor when faced with difficulties. This ability to stay grounded and take decisive action in the face of adversity is a key aspect of leadership, and it's one that younger women find reassuring. It's not just about solving problems, but about doing so in a way that maintains the integrity and harmony of the relationship. In relationships, leadership also involves setting a positive example. Older men, who have had more time to reflect on their values and goals, are often more intentional in how they live their lives. They may prioritize things like health, personal growth, and financial stability, qualities that younger women often admire and aspire to. By leading by example, older men can inspire their partners to pursue their own goals and develop a stronger sense of purpose. The Stoics believed that true leadership comes from leading by example and living according to one's principles. They taught that the best leaders are those who inspire others not through force or control, but through their actions and character. In relationships, this kind of leadership is incredibly powerful, as it fosters mutual respect and admiration between partners. Younger women, who are often still discovering their own values and goals, may find great value in being with someone who has already walked this path and can offer guidance and support. Initiative in a relationship is also about taking responsibility for the well-being of both partners. Older men, who are often more attuned to the dynamics of a healthy relationship, may be more proactive in addressing issues and ensuring that the relationship remains strong and fulfilling. This willingness to take initiative, whether it's in resolving conflicts, planning for the future, or simply showing appreciation, can create a sense of partnership and collaboration that is essential for a lasting relationship. For younger women, being with an older man who embodies leadership and initiative can be a source of both inspiration and security. It offers them a partner who is not only capable of guiding the relationship, but also committed to ensuring that both partners thrive. This dynamic is not about one partner dominating the other, but about both partners working together to create a relationship that is balanced, fulfilling, and rooted in mutual respect. Ultimately, leadership and initiative are about more than just taking charge. They're about creating a relationship that is strong, stable, and grounded in shared values. Younger women are often drawn to older men because they see in them the qualities of a strong leader, someone who is capable of guiding the relationship in a positive direction and taking the initiative to ensure its success. It's a dynamic that taps into a deep desire for a relationship that is both nurturing and empowering, where both partners can grow and thrive together. Chapter 7: The Wisdom of the Ages. One of the most compelling reasons younger women are drawn to older men is the wisdom that often comes with age. The Stoics revered wisdom as one of the highest virtues, believing that it was through wisdom that one could live a life of true contentment and virtue. Older men, who have had more time to accumulate knowledge and life experiences, often embody this wisdom in ways that are both practical and profound. Wisdom, in the context of relationships, is about understanding what truly matters and having the discernment to navigate the complexities of love and partnership. For younger women, an older man's wisdom can be incredibly attractive because it offers them insights and perspectives that they may not yet have developed on their own. This wisdom isn't just about intellectual knowledge, it's about emotional intelligence, the ability to understand and manage one's own emotions, and the capacity to empathize with others. In relationships, wisdom manifests in various ways. An older man may be more patient and understanding, knowing that true love and connection take time to develop. He may be more forgiving, having learned from past experiences that holding on to grudges or resentments only harms the relationship. He may also be more realistic in his expectations, recognizing that no one is perfect and that a healthy relationship requires effort and compromise from both partners. The Stoics believed that wisdom comes from a deep understanding of the nature of the world and our place in it. They taught that by cultivating wisdom, we can learn to accept the things we cannot change and focus on what is within our control. This philosophy is often reflected in the way older men approach relationships. They are more likely to have developed a sense of calm and acceptance, knowing that not everything will go as planned, but that challenges can be overcome with patience and resilience. For younger women, being with an older man who possesses this kind of wisdom can be incredibly comforting. It provides them with a partner who is not only knowledgeable, but also capable of offering guidance and support in a way that is compassionate and understanding. This wisdom is not about being superior or condescending, it's about sharing insights and experiences in a way that helps both partners grow and learn together. Wisdom also involves the ability to make decisions that are in the best interest of the relationship. Older men, who have likely learned from past mistakes, may be more cautious and thoughtful in their choices, ensuring that they are acting in a way that supports the long-term health of the relationship. This ability to think ahead and consider the consequences of one's actions is a key aspect of wisdom, and it's something that younger women often find reassuring in a partner. Another important aspect of wisdom is the ability to remain calm and composed in the face of challenges. Older men, who have likely experienced their share of life's ups and downs, often have a greater capacity to stay grounded and focused during difficult times. This calmness is not just about maintaining control, it's about providing a stable and supportive presence that helps both partners navigate challenges with grace and resilience. The Stoics taught that true wisdom involves recognizing the impermanence of life and the importance of living in accordance with our values. They believed that by cultivating wisdom, we can learn to live in harmony with the world and with others. In relationships, this wisdom allows for a deeper level of understanding and connection, as both partners are able to see beyond the surface and appreciate the deeper truths that underlie their relationship. For younger women, being with an older man who embodies this wisdom can be incredibly enriching. It offers them a chance to learn and grow in ways that they might not have experienced on their own. This dynamic is not about one partner being the teacher and the other the student, it's about both partners sharing their knowledge and experiences in a way that enhances their relationship and deepens their connection. Ultimately, the wisdom of the ages is about more than just knowledge, it's about understanding what truly matters in life and in relationships. Younger women are often drawn to older men because they see in them a depth of understanding and insight that is both inspiring and reassuring. It's a connection that goes beyond the superficial, tapping into a deeper desire for a relationship that is grounded in wisdom, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to personal growth and fulfillment. As we've explored throughout this episode, the reasons why younger women are often drawn to older men go beyond mere physical attraction or societal expectations. It's a connection rooted in qualities that transcend age: confidence, assertiveness, perceived masculinity, life experience, maturity, emotional security, leadership, initiative, and wisdom. These are the traits that not only define a strong, capable partner, but also resonate deeply with the desires and aspirations of many younger women. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, taught that the qualities we seek in others are often reflections of what we value most within ourselves. Younger women, navigating the complexities of life and relationships, may find in older men the stability, guidance, and depth of connection they are seeking. It's a relationship dynamic that offers the promise of growth, understanding, and mutual respect, qualities that are essential for a lasting and fulfilling partnership. However, it's important to recognize that every relationship is unique, and the dynamics between partners can vary widely. The connection between a younger woman and an older man is not about adhering to stereotypes or societal norms, it's about finding a partnership that works for both individuals, one that is built on shared values, mutual respect, and a genuine understanding of each other's needs and desires. As we conclude this episode, I encourage you to reflect on the qualities that are most important to you in a partner. Whether you're drawn to someone older or younger, it's the depth of connection and the alignment of values that truly matter. If you found this episode insightful, please watch the video till the end and consider liking, subscribing, and leaving a comment to share your thoughts or experiences. Your stories and perspectives are valuable and help us all learn and grow together. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of the timeless connection between younger women and older men. Until next time, remember to seek relationships that not only fulfill your needs, but also help you become the best version of yourself. Throughout history, the Stoics have been revered for their profound understanding of human nature, particularly when it comes to relationships and the complexities of love. They mastered the art of detachment, self-control, and emotional resilience, qualities that, when applied correctly, can make you irresistible to others. The Stoics understood that love is not just about passion, it's about mastering the psychology of attraction and creating a powerful, magnetic presence. In this episode, we're diving into 7 powerful tips inspired by the Stoic philosophy to help you become the one they can't resist. Whether you're looking to deepen a current relationship or spark a new one, these strategies will help you cultivate the kind of energy that draws others in. Make sure to watch the video until the end, as each tip builds on the last to create a comprehensive approach to making anyone fall in love with you. And if you find these insights valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts and experiences. Your support helps us continue to bring you content that empowers and enlightens. Chapter 1. Don't give your attention. One of the most powerful tools in the Stoics' arsenal is the ability to control where they place their attention. In the context of attraction, this principle can be incredibly effective. When you don't give your attention freely, you create an air of mystery and intrigue. People are naturally drawn to what they can't easily have, and by withholding your focus, you become more desirable. Attention is a form of currency in relationships. When you give it away too easily, it loses its value. The Stoics understood this well. They believed in conserving their energy and only investing it where it truly mattered. In today's world, this means not constantly texting, calling, or being available at a moment's notice. When you're too accessible, you become predictable, and predictability often leads to a lack of excitement. By pulling back and not giving your attention so readily, you create a sense of scarcity. People want what they can't have, and when you're not always available, you become a challenge, a puzzle that others want to solve. This doesn't mean playing games or being manipulative. Rather, it's about understanding your own value and not diminishing it by being too eager or available. The Stoics also valued self-discipline and emotional control. By not giving your attention easily, you demonstrate these qualities, which can be incredibly attractive. You show that you're not swayed by every impulse or desire, and that you have a life full of purpose and meaning beyond any one person. This kind of independence is magnetic because it signals that you're a person of depth and substance, not just someone who is looking for validation or approval from others. Moreover, when you don't give your attention freely, you give the other person space to miss you. Absence, as they say, makes the heart grow fonder. By stepping back, you allow them the opportunity to reflect on what you bring into their life and why they're drawn to you in the first place. This reflection often deepens their feelings of attraction, making them more invested in pursuing you. In summary, the first step to making someone fall in love with you is to be mindful of where you place your attention. Don't give it away freely. Instead, reserve it for those moments when it truly counts. By doing so, you create an aura of mystery, value, and depth that is impossible to resist. Chapter 2. Stop investing. Investment in a relationship, whether emotional, time-based, or financial, should be reciprocal. The Stoics believed in the balance of give and take, recognizing that overinvestment can lead to resentment and imbalance. In the realm of love and attraction, if you find yourself constantly giving without receiving, it's time to pull back. Overinvesting can often be mistaken for love or commitment, but it's crucial to understand that true attraction thrives on balance. When one person is doing all the work, planning dates, initiating contact, making sacrifices, it creates a dynamic where the other person becomes complacent and the relationship starts to lose its spark. The Stoics would caution against this kind of overinvestment, as it not only diminishes your value in the eyes of the other person, but also leads to emotional exhaustion. When you stop overinvesting, you signal that your time and energy are valuable. You show that you're not willing to chase or beg for attention, and that you expect a certain level of effort in return. This creates a sense of equality in the relationship, where both parties feel the need to contribute and invest in each other. The Stoics also understood the importance of self-respect in relationships. By pulling back on your investment, you demonstrate that you respect yourself enough not to be taken for granted. This self-respect is crucial for maintaining a healthy dynamic where both partners feel equally valued and appreciated. Additionally, when you stop overinvesting, you give the other person space to step up. They may realize that they've been taking you for granted and start to put more effort into the relationship. This shift in dynamics can reignite the passion and excitement that may have been lost, making the other person more eager to pursue you. Moreover, stopping your overinvestment allows you to redirect your energy toward yourself. Instead of pouring all your resources into someone who may not fully appreciate it, you can focus on your own growth, hobbies, and interests. This not only boosts your self-esteem, but also makes you more attractive as an individual. People are naturally drawn to those who have a strong sense of self and who do not rely on others for their happiness. When you prioritize yourself and stop overinvesting in the relationship, it often leads to a healthier connection. The other person may begin to see you in a new light, recognizing your value and wanting to invest more in the relationship themselves. This can create a more balanced and fulfilling dynamic, where both partners are equally invested in each other's happiness and well-being. Another important aspect of stopping overinvestment is that it prevents you from losing yourself in the relationship. The Stoics believed in the importance of maintaining one's identity and not becoming overly dependent on others. By ensuring that your investment is balanced, you retain your individuality and avoid the trap of losing sight of your own needs and desires. In conclusion, stop investing more than you're receiving. The Stoics would advise you to seek balance in all things, including relationships. By pulling back and reserving your investment, you maintain your self-respect, create a sense of equality, and reignite the spark that keeps the relationship alive. When you prioritize yourself and ensure that your investment is matched, you set the stage for a healthier, more balanced, and ultimately more rewarding relationship. Chapter 3: You don't need them for your happiness. One of the most empowering teachings of Stoicism is the belief that true happiness and fulfillment come from within. The Stoics understood that relying on external factors, including relationships, for our sense of happiness is a recipe for disappointment and emotional turbulence. When it comes to love and attraction, this principle is incredibly powerful. By internalizing the belief that you don't need someone else to be happy, you project a sense of independence and confidence that is incredibly attractive. People who are overly dependent on their relationships for happiness tend to exhibit behaviors that can be off-putting: neediness, desperation, and clinginess. These traits often push others away because they create a sense of imbalance and emotional burden. The Stoics, however, advocated for a life where one's contentment and peace of mind are not tied to any single person or outcome. They believed in cultivating a strong inner life, one that is rich with personal purpose, self-love, and resilience. When you internalize the idea that your happiness doesn't depend on someone else, you automatically become less emotionally reactive. You're less likely to get upset over small disagreements or feel crushed when things don't go your way in the relationship. This emotional stability is magnetic because it shows that you are in control of your life and emotions. It demonstrates that you are not looking for someone to complete you, but rather, you are a complete person in your own right. This mindset also shifts the power dynamic in your favor. When someone realizes that you are not dependent on them for your happiness, they will naturally be drawn to you because you are not seeking their validation. This doesn't mean that you don't care about the relationship, it simply means that you value yourself and your own happiness enough to not make it contingent on another person's actions or presence. Moreover, by not needing someone for your happiness, you allow the relationship to grow naturally, without the pressure of unrealistic expectations. Relationships that are built on a foundation of mutual respect and independence are often stronger and more enduring because both individuals bring their best selves into the partnership. There's a sense of freedom that comes with knowing that you're with someone because you want to be, not because you need to be. The Stoics would encourage you to focus on personal growth, self-care, and the pursuit of your passions as a way to cultivate inner happiness. By doing so, you not only become more attractive to others, but also more fulfilled in your own life. You'll find that relationships become an addition to your happiness, not the sole source of it. In summary, to be the one they can't resist, start by embracing the Stoic principle that your happiness comes from within. When you don't rely on someone else to make you happy, you exude confidence, emotional stability, and a sense of self-worth that is deeply appealing. This mindset not only enhances your attractiveness, but also leads to healthier, more balanced relationships. Chapter 4. Stop being too emotionally dependent. Emotional independence is one of the cornerstones of a healthy and attractive relationship. The Stoics were masters of emotional resilience, teaching that we should not allow external circumstances or people to dictate our inner state. In the context of attraction, this means that to be truly irresistible, you must cultivate a sense of emotional independence where your mood, happiness, and sense of self-worth are not entirely dependent on another person. When you're too emotionally dependent, you may find yourself riding an emotional roller coaster based on how your partner or the person you're interested in is behaving. If they're attentive and affectionate, you feel on top of the world. But if they're distant or unavailable, your mood plummets. This emotional volatility can be exhausting for both you and your partner. It places undue pressure on the relationship and often leads to a cycle of neediness and insecurity, which can drive the other person away. The Stoics would advise against this kind of dependency. Instead, they would encourage you to find stability within yourself. By practicing emotional independence, you send a powerful message that you are in control of your own emotions and that your happiness doesn't hinge on someone else's actions or approval. This kind of emotional self-sufficiency is incredibly attractive because it shows that you are strong, confident, and self-assured. One way to cultivate emotional independence is by developing a strong sense of self. This means knowing who you are, what you stand for, and what you want out of life, independent of anyone else's opinions or desires. When you have a clear sense of your own identity and purpose, you are less likely to lose yourself in a relationship or become overly reliant on another person for emotional support. Another important aspect of emotional independence is setting boundaries. The Stoics were firm believers in the importance of personal boundaries, knowing when to say no, when to step back, and when to prioritize your own needs. By setting healthy boundaries, you protect your emotional well-being and ensure that you are not giving too much of yourself in a relationship. This balance is key to maintaining a sense of independence and self-respect. It's also important to practice self-soothing techniques. When you feel overwhelmed by emotions, instead of turning to your partner for comfort, try to manage your feelings on your own first. Whether it's through meditation, journaling, or simply taking some time to yourself, learning to self-soothe is a crucial skill for emotional independence. It allows you to process your emotions without placing the burden on someone else, which in turn makes you more attractive because you're not relying on your partner to fix your problems. In relationships, emotional independence fosters a healthier dynamic where both partners feel free to be themselves without fear of being overly dependent on each other. It creates space for the relationship to grow organically without the pressure of constant emotional validation. This balance of independence and connection is what makes relationships truly fulfilling. In conclusion, stop being too emotionally dependent if you want to be the one they can't resist. Embrace the Stoic principles of self-sufficiency and emotional resilience, and you'll find that not only do you become more attractive, but your relationships become more stable, balanced, and fulfilling. Chapter 5. Be ready to cut ties. One of the most powerful lessons from Stoic philosophy is the importance of detachment. The Stoics believed that we should not become overly attached to things or people because attachment often leads to suffering. In the context of relationships, this means being ready and willing to cut ties when necessary, a mindset that paradoxically makes you more attractive and irresistible. Being ready to cut ties doesn't mean that you're cold or unfeeling. Rather, it means that you recognize your own worth and are not willing to stay in a situation that doesn't serve you. The Stoics taught that we should approach life with an understanding that nothing is permanent and that we should not cling to things or people out of fear or insecurity. This detachment is not about being indifferent, it's about being wise and discerning in your relationships. When you are ready to walk away from a relationship if it's not meeting your needs or aligning with your values, you communicate a powerful message that you are not afraid to be alone and that you will not settle for less than what you deserve. This kind of confidence is incredibly attractive because it shows that you value yourself and are not dependent on someone else for your happiness or self-worth. Being ready to cut ties also means having the courage to enforce your boundaries. If someone is not treating you with the respect and care that you deserve, the Stoics would advise you to step back and reevaluate the relationship. Staying in a toxic or unfulfilling relationship out of fear of being alone is a form of self-betrayal. By being willing to walk away, you protect your own well-being and maintain your self-respect. Moreover, when you are not afraid to cut ties, you often find that others are more eager to pursue you. There's something incredibly alluring about someone who is not afraid to walk away. It creates a sense of mystery and challenge, making others more likely to value and appreciate you. This doesn't mean playing games. It's about understanding your own value and not settling for anything less. The Stoics would also remind you that detachment allows you to see situations more clearly. When you're not overly attached, you can evaluate relationships from a place of logic and reason, rather than being clouded by emotions. This clarity helps you make better decisions about who to invest your time and energy in, leading to more fulfilling and meaningful relationships. In relationships, being ready to cut ties also keeps you from falling into patterns of codependency. It allows you to maintain your independence and self-respect, which are crucial for a healthy dynamic. By being willing to walk away, you ensure that your relationships are based on mutual respect, care, and alignment, rather than fear or neediness. In summary, to be the one they can't resist, adopt the Stoic mindset of being ready to cut ties. By valuing your own well-being and not being afraid to walk away from situations that don't serve you, you project a sense of confidence and self-respect that is deeply attractive. This mindset not only protects you, but also ensures that your relationships are healthy, balanced, and fulfilling. Chapter 6. Stop seeking validation. In the pursuit of love and attraction, one of the most common pitfalls people fall into is the constant need for validation. The Stoics, with their profound understanding of human nature, warned against this very tendency. They taught that true fulfillment and inner peace come from self-acceptance and not from the approval or validation of others. When it comes to romantic relationships, this principle is crucial. If you want to be the one they can't resist, you must stop seeking validation from others and instead find it within yourself. The need for validation often stems from a lack of self-confidence or self-worth. When we don't fully believe in our own value, we look to others to confirm it for us. This might manifest as constantly seeking compliments, reassurance, or attention from a partner or someone we're interested in. While it's natural to enjoy positive feedback, relying on it for your sense of self-worth is a slippery slope that can lead to insecurity and dependence. The Stoics believed in cultivating an internal locus of control, meaning that your sense of worth and happiness should come from within, not from external sources. When you're constantly seeking validation, you give away your power to others, allowing them to dictate how you feel about yourself. This kind of emotional dependence can be exhausting for both you and your partner, leading to a dynamic where you're always looking for their approval, and they feel pressured to constantly reassure you. Moreover, the constant need for validation can be unattractive. It signals to others that you're not fully confident in yourself, which can be a turn-off. People are generally drawn to those who are self-assured and comfortable in their own skin. When you stop seeking validation from others, you project a sense of confidence and independence that is incredibly appealing. It shows that you know your worth and don't need anyone else to affirm it for you. To stop seeking validation, start by building a strong foundation of self-confidence. This involves recognizing your own strengths, accomplishments, and intrinsic value, independent of what others think. The Stoics would advise you to practice self-reflection and self-compassion, focusing on your personal growth and achievements rather than constantly comparing yourself to others. By doing so, you reinforce your sense of self-worth and become less reliant on external validation. Another important aspect of this process is learning to trust yourself. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-reliance and inner wisdom. When you trust your own judgment and decisions, you're less likely to seek others' approval. This doesn't mean you should ignore feedback or advice, but rather that you should prioritize your own inner voice and intuition over the opinions of others. When you trust yourself, you exude a quiet confidence that is magnetic to those around you. It's also essential to develop healthy coping mechanisms for dealing with criticism or rejection. The Stoics taught that we should not be overly affected by the opinions of others, whether positive or negative. Instead, we should focus on what is within our control, our actions, responses, and mindset. When you encounter criticism or rejection, instead of seeking validation to soothe your ego, use it as an opportunity to reflect and grow. This resilience is not only attractive, but also crucial for maintaining emotional independence. In relationships, stopping the need for validation helps you avoid the trap of people-pleasing. When you're not constantly seeking approval, you're free to be your authentic self, without worrying about how others will perceive you. This authenticity is incredibly appealing because it shows that you're comfortable with who you are and aren't trying to fit into someone else's expectations. It also allows the relationship to be more genuine and less driven by superficial concerns. Finally, remember that validation from others is fleeting, but self-validation is enduring. When you learn to validate yourself, you create a stable and lasting sense of self-worth that isn't dependent on the whims of others. This internal strength is what makes you truly irresistible because it shows that you are whole and complete in yourself. In summary, to be the one they can't resist, stop seeking validation from others. Embrace the Stoic principles of self-reliance, inner wisdom, and emotional resilience. By doing so, you build a strong sense of self-worth that isn't contingent on external approval. This confidence and independence make you more attractive and lead to healthier, more fulfilling relationships. Chapter 7. Don't always show your care and affection. The final principle that will make you irresistible is one that the Stoics understood well: the power of restraint. In a world where we're often encouraged to wear our hearts on our sleeves and express our emotions freely, there's something to be said for the value of holding back. Not always showing your care and affection can actually deepen the connection and make your partner or the person you're interested in value you more. It's about creating a sense of mystery, anticipation, and desire, key ingredients in making yourself truly unforgettable. The Stoics believed in moderation and the importance of not overindulging in any aspect of life, including emotions. They taught that while it's important to care for others, it's equally important not to overwhelm them with constant displays of affection. In romantic relationships, this concept is crucial. While it might seem counterintuitive, sometimes holding back your affection can make it more meaningful and powerful when you do express it. When you constantly shower someone with attention and affection, it can lose its impact. The other person might begin to take it for granted or feel suffocated by the intensity of your emotions. On the other hand, when you occasionally hold back, you create a sense of longing and anticipation. The person starts to wonder about your feelings and is more likely to appreciate and value the moments when you do show your care and affection. This principle is rooted in the idea of scarcity. What is scarce is often more valuable. By not always being readily available or overly affectionate, you create a dynamic where your attention and care are seen as special and not something to be taken for granted. This doesn't mean playing games or being emotionally manipulative. Rather, it's about striking a balance between expressing your feelings and maintaining a sense of individuality and independence. The Stoics would encourage you to be mindful and intentional in your displays of affection. Instead of constantly seeking to please the other person with grand gestures or frequent declarations of love, focus on making your actions meaningful. When you do show your care, let it be through thoughtful gestures that demonstrate your understanding and appreciation of the other person's needs and desires. This kind of intentionality makes your affection more impactful and cherished. Moreover, by not always showing your care and affection, you allow the other person to miss you. Absence, as they say, makes the heart grow fonder. When you're not constantly present, it gives the other person the space to reflect on their feelings for you and to realize how much they value your presence in their life. This space and distance can actually strengthen the emotional bond and make your connection deeper and more meaningful. Another aspect of this principle is the importance of maintaining your own life and interests outside of the relationship. The Stoics believed in the value of self-sufficiency and the pursuit of personal excellence. When you have a rich, fulfilling life that doesn't revolve entirely around the other person, you naturally create a sense of distance that makes your care and affection more valuable. It shows that you are a whole person with your own passions and pursuits, which makes you more attractive and less likely to be taken for granted. This doesn't mean being cold or indifferent. It's about being measured and intentional in your actions. By not always showing your care and affection, you create a dynamic of mutual respect and admiration. The other person understands that your affection is not something to be demanded or expected, but rather something to be appreciated when it is given. In relationships, this approach can prevent the development of unhealthy patterns where one person becomes overly reliant on the other for emotional support. It encourages both partners to maintain their independence and self-respect, which is essential for a healthy and balanced relationship. In conclusion, to be the one they can't resist, embrace the Stoic principle of restraint. By not always showing your care and affection, you create a sense of scarcity and value that deepens the connection and makes your attention more meaningful. This balance of presence and absence, coupled with a rich, independent life, makes you truly irresistible and leads to more fulfilling and lasting relationships. As we wrap up this episode, it's essential to recognize the timeless wisdom that the Stoics offer us when it comes to love and relationships. The Stoics mastered the art of understanding human nature, and their teachings continue to be relevant today. By applying these 7 powerful tips, you're not just making yourself more attractive or irresistible to others, you're cultivating a deeper sense of self-awareness, confidence, and inner strength. Remember, true love and attraction are not about manipulation or playing games. They're about being authentic, maintaining your independence, and understanding the delicate balance of giving and receiving. When you don't seek validation, when you're not emotionally dependent, and when you know when to hold back, you create a dynamic that is both magnetic and healthy. The key takeaway from this episode is that being the one they can't resist isn't about changing who you are to fit someone else's expectations. It's about embracing who you truly are, knowing your worth, and letting that confidence shine through in every aspect of your interactions. When you do this, you'll naturally attract the right kind of people into your life, those who appreciate you for who you are and who are drawn to your strength, wisdom, and authenticity. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Share your thoughts, and let us know which of these tips resonated most with you. Stay tuned for more episodes where we dive deeper into the art of Stoic living and mastering the psychology of relationships. Until next time, keep striving for excellence in everything you do, especially in love. Throughout history, the Stoics, with their profound wisdom and resilience, mastered not just the art of living, but also the intricate psychology of human nature, including that of women. These philosophers, with their disciplined approach to life, understood that as men age, they often grow in wisdom, confidence, and character, traits that can make them irresistibly attractive to others, even when they may not realize it themselves. Today, we dive into a topic that aligns with this ancient wisdom. We're exploring 7 surprising signs that you're an attractive older man, even if you're unaware of it. These signs go beyond the superficial and tap into the deeper, more meaningful aspects of attraction. If you've ever wondered why you catch certain glances or why people seem drawn to you, this video might just reveal the answers. Before we delve into these intriguing signs, I encourage you to watch this video until the end. The insights we're about to share could change the way you perceive yourself. And if you find this content valuable, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share your own experiences. Your story could inspire others to embrace their attractiveness and the wisdom that comes with age. Let's get started. Chapter 1. Eye contact. The eyes are often referred to as the windows to the soul, and when it comes to attraction, this saying couldn't be more accurate. Eye contact is a powerful nonverbal cue that can convey a multitude of emotions and intentions, and as an older man, you might have noticed that people, particularly women, tend to hold your gaze a little longer than usual. This isn't just a coincidence, it's a clear and significant indicator of your attractiveness, even if you're not fully aware of it. When we talk about eye contact, it's essential to understand that it's one of the most potent forms of nonverbal communication in human interaction. It transcends mere words and taps into a primal form of connection. Holding someone's gaze can communicate confidence, interest, respect, and even a subtle dominance, traits that are often highly appealing. As an older man, you've likely developed a natural ease with maintaining eye contact, a skill that perhaps you've honed over the years through countless interactions, experiences, and the wisdom that comes with age. One of the reasons why eye contact is so impactful, especially for older men, is because it's often linked to a deep-seated confidence. With age comes a certain level of self-assuredness that is unmistakable. You've navigated life's challenges, made crucial decisions, and in doing so, you cultivated a strong sense of who you are. This solid understanding of your identity naturally reflects in how you hold someone's gaze. When a woman locks eyes with you, she's not just seeing your outward appearance, she's subconsciously assessing your inner strength, your composure, and your character. Younger men might struggle with maintaining eye contact, often due to insecurities or the overwhelming desire to impress. They may find themselves averting their gaze or fidgeting under the pressure of an intense look. But as an older man, your eye contact tends to be steady, calm, and reassuring. It's as if your eyes are saying, "I've been through it all, and I'm still standing." This level of stability is incredibly attractive to women, especially those who are seeking a partner with emotional depth and maturity. Your eyes communicate that you're not easily rattled, that you've seen life in all its highs and lows, and most importantly, that you're comfortable with who you are. Moreover, the eye contact you offer often carries an intriguing sense of mystery. It's not just about looking at someone, it's about what lies beneath that gaze. When a woman looks into your eyes, she might wonder about the experiences that have shaped you, the stories you could tell, and the wisdom you've gained. This mystery adds another layer to your attractiveness. It's like a book that she's eager to read, each glance offering just a glimpse of the chapters filled with life's lessons, triumphs, and challenges. Your eye contact also suggests emotional intelligence, a trait that becomes more pronounced with age. Younger men might still be figuring out how to read and respond to nonverbal cues, But as an older man, you've had years of practice. You've learned to pick up on the subtle shifts in someone's gaze, the way their eyes might flicker with interest or soften with empathy. This ability to connect on an emotional level through eye contact is something that sets you apart and makes you incredibly appealing. In addition to all these aspects, there's a certain level of respect that comes with the eye contact of an older man. It's not just about physical attraction, it's about the acknowledgement of another person's presence, thoughts, and feelings. When you hold someone's gaze, it's as though you're saying, "I see you, and I'm truly interested in what you have to say." This kind of validation is deeply attractive and can make others feel valued and appreciated. So, the next time you find someone holding your gaze, don't brush it off as a simple glance. Recognize it for what it is, a reflection of the magnetism that you've cultivated over the years. This magnetism isn't just about looks, it's about the confidence, wisdom, and life experience that shines through your eyes. Your gaze tells a story that many find captivating, even if you don't fully realize it. It's a powerful tool that draws people in and makes them want to know more about the man behind those eyes. Chapter 2: The Eyebrow Raise. The subtle movement of eyebrows may seem insignificant, but in the realm of attraction, it's a powerful, non-verbal cue that can speak volumes. As an older man, you might have noticed that when people, particularly women, interact with you, their eyebrows often lift slightly. This is not just a random facial expression, it's a sign of interest, surprise, and even admiration. The eyebrow raise is a universal sign of recognition and acknowledgement. When someone raises their eyebrows at you, it's often an instinctive reaction to something that has caught their attention. For an attractive older man, this could mean that your presence, your demeanor, or even something you've said has intrigued them. It's a subtle yet clear indicator that they see something special in you, something that stands out and makes them take notice. Why is this so important? Because the eyebrow raise is a form of silent communication that can express emotions that words sometimes fail to convey. It's often the first response someone gives when they're genuinely impressed or curious. This reaction is particularly telling when it comes from a younger woman interacting with an older man. It suggests that she sees beyond just your age, she recognizes the qualities that make you unique and attractive. This could be your confidence, your sense of style, your maturity, or even the way you carry yourself with ease and assurance. As an older man, the eyebrow raise also signifies the respect you command. It's a subtle acknowledgement of your life experiences, the wisdom you've accumulated, and the authority you naturally exude. Younger men often have to prove themselves, constantly striving to earn respect and validation. But for you, this respect is already ingrained in how others perceive you. The eyebrow raise is a recognition of that, a sign that people, whether consciously or subconsciously, view you as someone with valuable insights and a strong presence. Moreover, the eyebrow raise can be a signal of flirtation. When a woman raises her eyebrows at you, especially in a moment of eye contact, it can indicate that she's intrigued or even attracted to you. This gesture, combined with a slight smile or a lingering look, can suggest that she finds you interesting and is open to further interaction. It's a non-verbal way of saying, "You've caught my attention," and it's often an invitation to continue the conversation or deepen the connection. This reaction is particularly common in social settings where people are getting to know each other. In these environments, the eyebrow raise can be an initial sign that someone is receptive to you and is interested in what you have to offer. It's a small gesture, but it's one that can set the tone for the entire interaction, making it warmer, more engaging, and more connected. In addition to being a sign of interest, the eyebrow raise also conveys a sense of openness and vulnerability. When someone raises their eyebrows, they're unconsciously opening their eyes wider, allowing themselves to take in more of what they're seeing. This physical reaction can be a sign that the person is open to new experiences, new ideas, and new connections. For an attractive older man, this means that you're seen as someone who can offer something new and valuable, whether that's wisdom, conversation, or simply your company. So, the next time you notice someone raising their eyebrows at you, take it as a compliment. It's a clear sign that you've made an impression, one that's likely positive and meaningful. This small gesture is a testament to the fact that your attractiveness isn't just about your appearance, it's about the entire package you present, your confidence, your maturity, and your ability to captivate others without even trying. Chapter 3: Growth Mindset. As an older man, you've likely spent years honing your skills, expanding your knowledge, and cultivating a mindset that's open to growth and learning. This growth mindset is not only a key to personal and professional success, but also a significant factor in your attractiveness. Women, and people in general, are drawn to those who embrace the idea that learning and self-improvement never stop, no matter how much experience they've accumulated. A growth mindset, by its very nature, signifies that you're not stuck in your ways. You're adaptable, open to new ideas, and constantly seeking ways to better yourself. This is incredibly appealing because it shows that you're not just resting on your laurels or coasting through life. Instead, you're actively engaged in your own development, striving to become the best version of yourself. This pursuit of growth is magnetic, as it reflects a dynamic personality that continues to evolve and improve over time. In contrast to a fixed mindset, where individuals believe their abilities and intelligence are static and unchangeable, a growth mindset reveals a belief in the potential for continuous development. This belief is not only attractive, but also inspiring to those around you. It suggests that you're not afraid of challenges or setbacks, but rather, you see them as opportunities to learn and grow. This resilience and determination are traits that many find incredibly attractive, as they indicate strength of character and a positive outlook on life. The attractiveness of a growth mindset is also linked to the sense of curiosity and enthusiasm it fosters. When you're open to learning and trying new things, you bring a certain energy and vibrancy to your interactions. You're not someone who's content with the status quo. You're always looking for ways to expand your horizons, whether that's through travel, learning new skills, or engaging in thoughtful conversations. This enthusiasm for life is contagious, and it's something that others can't help but be drawn to. Moreover, a growth mindset often leads to a greater sense of humility. As an older man, you've likely encountered numerous challenges and have learned from both successes and failures. This experience gives you a deep understanding that there's always more to learn, no matter how much you know. This humility is attractive because it shows that you're not arrogant or complacent. Instead, you're continually striving to grow and improve. It's a trait that many admire, as it indicates a willingness to listen, learn, and evolve. In relationships, a growth mindset can also be a significant factor in long-term compatibility and satisfaction. When you're open to growth, you're more likely to be flexible and understanding, qualities that are essential for maintaining a healthy and supportive partnership. You're also more likely to encourage and support your partner's growth, creating a dynamic where both individuals can flourish together. This mutual support and encouragement are key components of a strong and lasting relationship, and they are highly attractive qualities in a partner. Furthermore, a growth mindset often correlates with a sense of purpose and direction in life. As an older man, you've likely spent time reflecting on your goals and aspirations, and you're continuously working towards them. This sense of purpose is magnetic because it shows that you're not just drifting through life. You have a clear vision and are actively pursuing it. This focus and determination are attractive because they suggest that you're someone who knows what they want and is willing to put in the effort to achieve it. In summary, your growth mindset is a powerful and attractive trait that sets you apart from others. It shows that you're adaptable, resilient, and continuously striving to better yourself. This commitment to self-improvement is not only a testament to your character, but also a key factor in your attractiveness. It's a quality that draws people in and makes them want to be a part of your journey, to learn from you, and to grow alongside you. Chapter 4: Valued Opinions. As you've grown older, you've likely noticed that people tend to seek your opinion more often. Whether it's in professional settings, social circles, or even casual conversations, your thoughts and insights are valued and respected. This is a significant sign of your attractiveness as an older man, one that goes beyond physical appearance and taps into the essence of who you are and what you've experienced. The value that others place on your opinions is a reflection of the wisdom and knowledge you've accumulated over the years. It's not just about what you say, but how you say it and the depth of understanding that backs your words. People are drawn to those who can offer well-considered perspectives, especially when these perspectives come from someone who has lived through various experiences and can see the bigger picture. This respect for your opinions is a clear indicator of your influence. When people ask for your thoughts, they're acknowledging that you have something valuable to offer. This influence is a powerful form of attractiveness because it shows that you're not just another voice in the crowd, you're a voice that matters. Your opinions can shape decisions, guide others, and even inspire change. This level of impact is incredibly appealing, as it signifies that you hold a certain authority and command respect. Moreover, when your opinions are valued, it's often because they come from a place of authenticity and sincerity. As an older man, you've likely developed a strong sense of self, and this authenticity shines through in your interactions. You're not swayed by trends or the need to please others. Instead, you speak from your own experiences and beliefs. This authenticity is magnetic because it shows that you're genuine and trustworthy, qualities that are highly attractive to others. In addition to authenticity, the value placed on your opinions often stems from your ability to listen and understand different perspectives. You've had years to refine your communication skills, and this is evident in the way you engage with others. You're not just offering opinions for the sake of it, you're genuinely interested in a conversation and in providing insights that are thoughtful and considerate. This ability to listen and respond thoughtfully makes you a sought-after conversationalist and a person whose opinions are truly valued. The attractiveness of valued opinions also lies in the sense of reliability and dependability that they convey. When people consistently seek your input, it's a sign that they trust your judgment and believe that you have their best interests at heart. This trust is a cornerstone of any relationship, whether personal or professional, and it's a major factor in what makes you attractive. People are naturally drawn to those they can rely on, and your ability to offer sound advice makes you a pillar of strength and support for those around you. Furthermore, the value of your opinions can extend to your role as a mentor or guide. Younger individuals, in particular, may look up to you for advice and guidance, seeing you as a source of wisdom and inspiration. This mentoring role is incredibly attractive because it highlights your ability to nurture and develop others. It's a sign that you're not just focused on your own success, but that you're invested in helping others grow and achieve their goals. This generosity of spirit is a quality that many find deeply appealing. In relationships, the value placed on your opinions can also enhance your attractiveness by fostering a deeper connection with your partner. When your thoughts and insights are respected, it creates a sense of mutual respect and understanding. This dynamic is crucial for a healthy and fulfilling relationship, as it ensures that both partners feel heard and valued. Your ability to offer thoughtful and meaningful opinions can strengthen this connection, making you an even more attractive and desirable partner. In conclusion, the value that others place on your opinions is a powerful sign of your attractiveness as an older man. It reflects the wisdom, authenticity, and reliability that you bring to your interactions. This respect for your thoughts and insights is not only a testament to your character, but also a key factor in what makes you attractive. It's a quality that draws people in, earns their trust, and makes them want to be a part of your life and your journey. Chapter 5: Social Magnetism. Social magnetism is one of those intangible qualities that can make someone stand out in any crowd. It's that natural ability to draw people in, to make others feel comfortable and valued in your presence. As an older man, your social magnetism has likely developed over the years, honed by countless interactions and a deep understanding of human nature. This quality is a significant factor in your attractiveness, one that goes beyond mere physical appearance and taps into the essence of who you are. Social magnetism is often rooted in confidence. Over the years, you've likely become more comfortable in your own skin, more assured of your place in the world. This confidence is not the loud, brash type that seeks attention. Rather, it's a quiet, steady assurance that radiates from within. It's the kind of confidence that doesn't need to prove anything to anyone because you already know your worth. This self-assurance is incredibly attractive because it puts others at ease and makes them feel secure in your presence. In social situations, this magnetism manifests in your ability to connect with people from all walks of life. Whether you're at a business meeting, a social gathering, or just a casual encounter, you have a way of making others feel seen and heard. This is because you've learned the art of listening, really listening, over the years. You're not just waiting for your turn to speak, you're genuinely interested in what others have to say. This attentiveness is a rare and valuable trait, one that draws people to you and makes them feel valued. Moreover, your social magnetism is often tied to your ability to make others feel good about themselves. You've likely mastered the subtle art of giving compliments, not just on superficial things like appearance, but on deeper aspects of a person's character or achievements. You know how to make people feel appreciated, and this makes them want to be around you more. This ability to uplift others is a powerful form of attractiveness because it creates a positive energy that others naturally gravitate towards. Another aspect of social magnetism is the ease with which you navigate different social situations. You've likely developed a strong sense of social intelligence over the years, allowing you to read the room and adapt your approach accordingly. Whether it's knowing when to step forward and take the lead, or when to step back and let others shine, your social intelligence allows you to handle any situation with grace and poise. This adaptability is attractive because it shows that you're in tune with the needs of others and that you're not rigid in your approach to life. Your social magnetism also comes from the stories you've accumulated over the years. As an older man, you've lived through experiences that younger men simply haven't had the chance to. These stories, whether they're about your career, travels, or personal challenges, make you an interesting and engaging conversationalist. People are naturally drawn to those who can share wisdom and insights in a way that's entertaining and relatable. Your ability to weave these stories into conversations adds depth and richness to your interactions, making you even more attractive to those around you. In relationships, social magnetism plays a crucial role in building and maintaining connections. Your ability to make your partner feel special, valued, and understood is key to a successful relationship. This magnetism doesn't fade with age. In fact, it often becomes stronger as you become more in tune with your partner's needs and desires. Your social skills, combined with your life experience, make you a partner who is not only attractive but also deeply satisfying to be with. Furthermore, social magnetism is closely linked to your emotional intelligence. You've likely developed a keen sense of empathy over the years, allowing you to understand and respond to the emotions of others. This emotional intelligence is incredibly attractive because it shows that you are not just focused on yourself, you're attuned to the feelings and needs of those around you. This makes you someone who is easy to talk to, someone others feel comfortable confiding in, and someone who can build deep and meaningful connections. In conclusion, social magnetism is a powerful aspect of your attractiveness as an older man. It's a combination of confidence, social intelligence, emotional intelligence, and the ability to make others feel valued. This quality draws people to you, makes them want to be around you, and enhances your interactions in profound ways. It's a trait that goes beyond looks and taps into the essence of who you are, making you a truly attractive and desirable individual. Chapter 6: Authenticity. Authenticity is a quality that becomes more refined with age, and it's one of the most attractive traits a person can possess. As an older man, you've likely shed the pretenses and insecurities that might have clouded your younger years. You know who you are, what you stand for, and you're not afraid to show it. This level of self-awareness and honesty is incredibly appealing to those around you because it's rare in a world where many people feel pressure to conform to external expectations. Being authentic means being true to yourself, regardless of what others might think. It's about embracing your strengths and acknowledging your weaknesses without feeling the need to hide them. This transparency is attractive because it makes you relatable and trustworthy. When people see that you're comfortable in your own skin, they're more likely to feel comfortable around you. Your authenticity creates a space where others feel safe to be themselves, free from judgment or pretense. In relationships, authenticity is a cornerstone of trust and intimacy. When you're authentic, you communicate openly and honestly with your partner, which fosters a deep sense of connection. You're not playing games or trying to manipulate situations to your advantage. Instead, you're expressing your true feelings and intentions. This honesty is attractive because it shows that you're invested in the relationship for the right reasons, and it allows your partner to trust that they can be themselves with you as well. Moreover, your authenticity often manifests in the way you live your life. You've likely developed a set of values and principles that guide your decisions and actions. Whether it's your work ethic, your approach to relationships, or your commitment to personal growth, these values are evident in everything you do. People are attracted to this consistency because it shows that you're a person of integrity, someone who can be relied upon to do what's right, even when it's difficult. Another aspect of authenticity is your ability to embrace vulnerability. As an older man, you've experienced enough to know that vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. You're not afraid to show your emotions or admit when you don't have all the answers. This openness is incredibly attractive because it makes you more human and relatable. It shows that you're not putting up a facade, but are instead willing to share your true self with others. Your authenticity also shines through in your interactions with others. You're not trying to impress anyone with false bravado or exaggerated stories. Instead, you engage with people in a genuine and sincere manner. This authenticity makes you a refreshing presence in any social setting, as people are drawn to those who are real and unpretentious. Your ability to connect with others on a deeper level is a testament to your authenticity, and it's a quality that makes you stand out in a crowd. In addition, authenticity is closely linked to your sense of purpose. You're likely driven by a desire to live a meaningful and fulfilling life, one that aligns with your true self. This sense of purpose is attractive because it shows that you're not just going through the motions, you're actively seeking to create a life that reflects who you are and what you value. This determination to live authentically is something that others admire and are drawn to. In conclusion, authenticity is a powerful aspect of your attractiveness as an older man. It's about being true to yourself, embracing vulnerability, and living in alignment with your values. This honesty and transparency create a sense of trust and connection with others, making you an appealing and desirable individual. Your authenticity is a quality that not only enhances your relationships, but also allows you to live a life that is true to who you are. Chapter 7: Money. Money, while not the sole factor in attraction, can certainly play a significant role in how you're perceived as an older man. Financial stability and success are often associated with qualities like responsibility, ambition, and the ability to provide, all of which can enhance your attractiveness. However, it's important to note that it's not just about having money, it's about how you manage it and what it represents in your life. Financial stability is often seen as a sign of maturity and responsibility. As an older man, you've likely worked hard to build a secure financial foundation, whether through your career, investments, or other means. This stability is attractive because it shows that you're capable of planning for the future and taking care of yourself and those you care about. It reflects a level of discipline and foresight that many find appealing. Moreover, the way you manage your money speaks volumes about your character. Are you generous with your wealth, using it to help others and support causes you believe in? Are you responsible with your spending, avoiding unnecessary debt and making smart financial decisions? These behaviors are attractive because they demonstrate that you're not just concerned with accumulating wealth for its own sake, but that you're using it in ways that align with your values and priorities. In relationships, financial stability can contribute to a sense of security and comfort. It's not about buying affection or impressing others with material possessions. Rather, it's about creating a stable environment where both partners can thrive. When you're financially stable, you're less likely to experience the stress and tension that can arise from financial uncertainty, which can make your relationships stronger and more harmonious. This ability to provide a stable and secure life is an attractive quality that many people value in a partner. Another aspect of money's influence on attractiveness is how it allows you to live a life of independence and freedom. Financial success often provides the means to pursue your passions, travel, and enjoy the finer things in life. This freedom is attractive because it shows that you're not tied down by financial constraints and that you have the means to live life on your own terms. It's a sign of empowerment and self-sufficiency, qualities that are highly appealing. However, it's important to remember that money alone is not enough to make someone attractive. It's how you use your financial resources and what they represent that truly matters. If you're generous, responsible, and use your wealth to improve the lives of others, it enhances your attractiveness. On the other hand, if money is used to control or manipulate others, it can have the opposite effect. True attractiveness comes from the values and principles that guide your financial decisions. In conclusion, money can be a significant factor in your attractiveness as an older man, but it's not about the money itself, it's about what it represents. Financial stability, responsibility, and the ability to use your resources in meaningful ways are all qualities that contribute to your appeal. When managed wisely, money can enhance your life and your relationships, making you a more attractive and desirable individual. As we wrap up this episode, it's essential to recognize that these signs of attractiveness, whether it's the way you hold someone's gaze, the subtle raise of your eyebrow, your commitment to growth, or the authenticity that defines your character, are all reflections of the journey you've traveled. Being an attractive older man isn't about fitting into societal norms or chasing after youth. It's about embracing the wisdom, confidence, and maturity that come with age. You've lived through experiences that have shaped you into the person you are today, and those experiences shine through in your interactions with others. Your eye contact tells a story of confidence and stability, your growth mindset keeps you moving forward, and your authenticity creates deep connections with those around you. These qualities, combined with your ability to manage your finances responsibly and your magnetic social presence, make you undeniably attractive. Remember, attractiveness is not just about how others perceive you, it's also about how you perceive yourself. Embrace the qualities that make you unique and understand that your value only increases with time. You've earned the respect and admiration of those around you, not just through your accomplishments, but through your character, wisdom, and the way you live your life. As you continue on your journey, let these signs serve as reminders of your worth and attractiveness. They are the result of a life well lived, full of lessons learned and wisdom gained. So, the next time you notice a lingering gaze, a raised eyebrow, or a deep connection forming, know that it's not by chance, it's because you're an attractive older man who has much to offer. Before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments. Have you noticed any of these signs in your own life? We'd love to hear your stories. And if you found this episode insightful, be sure to share it with others who might benefit from it. Your support helps us continue to create content that resonates with you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, remember to embrace who you are, because your journey is what makes you truly attractive.